And then I've heard the other half say it's
Obviously,
self-indulgent
you're not a
golfer.
You want a toe? I can get you a toe. Believe me, there are ways, dude. You don't want to know about it, believe me.
Yeah, but Walter.
Hell, I can get you a toe by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish. That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
Yes, it did. It tied it together
3 o'clock with
like a son of a gun. But as always, Chili's
I'll get
can
you
be
a toe.
here. I'll get you a toe. Nail polish.
With nail polish. I just said 3
3
whiplash.
o'clock. Three whiplash.
I almost said good morning. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this podcast, Really Ties the Room Together. My name is Joseph Eastwood. First, I'm a musician, writer, I do all kind of stuff.
It is a week later.
It's a week later.
Joe and I wearing different clothes. Dr. Rob doesn't have enough money
You're
because
wearing
he's a
the
school
same
teacher.
shirt, dude.
No, he had
I
a
had a flannel on last time.
With the Regal Beagle shirt.
It's a different one. It's
An
different.
undershirt's an
Slightly
undershirt.
different.
I have like 6 of these.
Well, I'm like
The Regal
loving
Beagle.
This
The Regal
Pearl
Beagle
Jam
shirt.
baseball shirt from
Yeah,
Wrigley,
yeah.
so I've just been wearing it
Yeah,
a lot.
'cause
Well,
you're
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so you
I
just
was
wear it every
the
day.
Pearl Jam show.
It was fantastic, man. But you know what's funny?
Did
Not
they
only
do
are
black?
they getting old, I'm getting old. So like
Oh, yeah.
5-6 years ago, they were doing an evening with Pearl Jam, 3.5 hour set, no breaks.
That's stupid.
So now they're doing an opening act, and then they play 2 hours. We still got
I mean
24,
stupid in the best way, by
right?
the way.
24, 25 songs, and then they were done. Well, they got interviewed on CBS this last weekend on Sunday morning, and they asked them if they liked
Second show.
touring, and they just sat there for a minute. Like. So anyway, the point is,
Oh, they're getting.
so all these fans were saying,
I
I got to
couldn't.
tell you, I'm with them because the next day I got up after that concert and I'm like, God, I'm tired. I'm kind of glad I don't have to go to the next
Yeah.
show.
Was it
tomorrow
as
night."
bad as when we went to see Metallica? Did you feel worse than that?
No, God, I felt.
I
like
couldn't
somebody
move my head
killed
for
me after
3
Metallica.
weeks.
Yeah.
Literal whiplash.
Whip smack.
But anyways, they were great. They were great, and it's always fun seeing them at Wrigley. It's
Sure.
always fun seeing them at Wrigley.
Yeah, well,
Did I get to
when everything is
introductions?
down
I
and
don't know.
shitty, then anything positive at Wrigley Field has got to be great.
That's true.
You could say that about Busch Stadium this year too, by the way.
That's true.
They should've-
Did you- I
Cacao, right?
Hang on, I
Hashtag.
know you don't care about baseball, but I got to tell you this:
Slowest,
if
most
you
boring.
pulled up video, you got to
Piece of
just pull up
crap.
It's
video
like
of
watching
this.
Teen Witch
At Chicago-
live.
at the
watching-
White
yeah,
Sox.
It's like the making of
The
team.
other night there was, I think, 17 people at the game.
What?
17. That's how
Oh,
bad
yeah,
the White Sox are.
game? Yeah.
So like right now they're giving away like $15 tickets. You
They
can
made-
sit front
Teen
row.
Witch made
They
more money.
dropped the price of beer, hot dogs.
The
You get, like,
Cardinals
a
have been
huge
doing
special.
like $3 tickets since the All-Star break.
I saw someone say that
And
they've
they're still-
never seen Busch Stadium like this.
No.
Ever.
Well, when ownership
You know why?
basically calls the fans a bunch of babies and they don't invest in the team, that's what happens.
I was going to say because people have invested in politics the way they used to invest in sports teams.
I think that's true.
I have totally 100% believe it.
I still
You
think
see more. You used to drive through places and see flags for like Cardinals, Blues, Cubs. Like that was a thing, and you could argue with your buddy about like,
Oh
your
my
team,
God, Duke fan, Kentucky
your
fan.
team sucks and my team's great, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you got us this year, but next year. It's no longer that. Now it's I want to vote for a immoral piece of shit.
on either side.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you're wrong. No.
Yeah, I really think that.
Yeah.
Like I've
It's
I've had
become
that theory.
tribal
I've
to
had
an
that
extent.
theory
It's
for a while
insane.
ago, and I wondered because I don't keep up with the sporting balls of any sort.
Everyone has turned into Christian Leitner stomping on the chest of their opponent.
Now, is this before or after Broken Arrow? Oh.
That's a good point. Good point.
Hey, what are we doing today? It's Halloween time. It's October, baby. I like to call it Shocktober. That's something I came up with.
That's right here off the top of my
Off the top of my head. By the way,
should get
welcome to the
t-shirts.
show. I don't think I introduced anybody. Doc Woolridge, James Koppel. We like to talk about movies for the first time. Blah 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 blah. We're on WDVX 91.1. Welcome in the midnight hour.
Blah, blah, blah.
After
Love ya.
midnight,
We
we're
love
gonna
our-
let Summer D out.
That's right. The summer D is going away because
Let
fall's
that summer
here.
D.
I love fall. I love October, but boy, I miss the summer D. And we had a goodbye summer D party the other night, myself and the wife.
Goodbye, Summer D.
Though I never used you at all.
Fall is coming, and winter makes me small.
Goodbye summer D indeed.
That was a great, Cop. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. I'll have what he's having.
Travelers again.
I'm so glad I read that article about Summer Deep. All right.
Summer D. Summer D. Why?
We're doing it's Halloween time. It's October, Shocktober, I like to call it, and we are doing one of my favorite. I've seen this movie throughout my life, but I'm just gonna spoil it. I love this movie. I thought this movie
movie's pretty good.
I thought it was kind of genius.
Hated it.
It's oh no,
It's horror. You know I don't like zombies.
it's the Return of the Living Dead. It is a comedy horror for sure.
Right.
I love the performances in it. I love the tidy story.
Yeah.
It's so tidy and compact, and it moves super fast. It's very short compared to Teen Witch. It flew by.
That is true.
That is true.
That is true.
And it worked. Like so many of these types of movies that we watch, they take 10 steps when they should take one. These we took no steps.
Right.
You're just like, here it is.
We stood in the same place the whole time.
Yeah, it was just such a tidy, nice story.
Yeah.
Like, so let's get into the ins and outs of.
By the way, can I just
Return.
ask, did anybody see this in the theater when it came out?
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
I did.
No,
yeah,
no.
I did.
There
I
were-
went
Wow.
to.
How was it?
Okay,
Remember?
so
Do you have any
I
memory
just
of it?
let me just tell you this real quick. You know I hate horror,
Right.
So Brett Fitzgerald's had a birthday party, and it was always like a slumber party,
Right.
And it was like the coolest event to go to, and I had never been invited to one yet. So I
All
get
the
invited.
Fitzgeralds were the greatest.
So I go,
Why?
and they tell me we're doing this movie, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared of horror movies. How am I gonna get through this?
Right.
So there was a lot of closed eyes and a lot of pretending I didn't see stuff and whatever.
Okay.
Like boobs.
But
How old? Give me which
when it
age?
came out, I mean, what year did it come
Oh,
out?
it came out in 1985.
Yeah.
So I was 10.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a little much.
His dad took
My 7-year-old
8
watched
boys
it with me last
to the
night.
movies to see it, and Whitey Fitzgerald, and I mean, I walked out of it terrified. I'm not
Did
gonna lie, but
My son saw
but
it,
I
watched
felt
a little
like
bit
I
of it
had
with me.
stepped up. I had seen a horror movie in the theater.
Was
and-
Benton there? Benton Fitzgerald.
Absolutely.
Ah.
Absolutely. And by the way, this is where I found out that I love saying this because maybe somehow this is good. This is where I found out that Derek Harlan was very nice and hilarious because we were basketball rivals. So I was supposed to hate him and Tim.
Ah, yes.
And now I'm actually hanging out with him. I'm like, oh my God, he's funny and he's cool. And yeah, so anyway, it was a very
fun.
big moment for me. I will say, and I don't want to spoil it yet because we're not there, but the dance scene in the graveyard, I paid attention to that.
Oh, you're talking about Trash, my favorite, everybody's favorite
man.
character from
Yeah.
this movie, especially when they were young. Trash. Really, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. The Bush.
I try not to spoil any of it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get to the ins and the outs here. What do you think the number one? Oh, it's 1985, August 18th. Budget, first of all, budget for this?
It's got to be pretty low.
Fairly low.
4 million.
No. 1 million.
Dead on it. 4 million on the dot.
I almost
on
said
the
5,
nose.
but I pulled it back.
Gross profit?
Okay, so I would think this made a bunch of money.
It was 1985. Zombie movies were fresh and hot. like at
I
the
would think
time.
it made a bunch of money.
If the budget was 4 million, I would say it made 5.7.
14.
I was gonna say 20.
14.
Okay.
It made a
I'm way
decent
off.
amount- a
So they
decent
made
amount
they
of
made
money.
money. It was a win.
I don't know. Like, I'm not a huge zombie horror guy. I love horror movies, but zombies aren't really my thing. I love the original Night of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
George Romero. And I love a couple in there. I love Dawn of the Dead.
Night of the
Is that
Comet.
the shopping mall one?
Yeah, both of them. I think it's Dawn of the Dead 3 and then the new Zack Snyder one. Both are basically the same movie.
Night of the Comet?
Really? What's that?
Night of the Comet.
I like.
Oh,
Night
I
of the
love.
Comet.
Yeah, I love Night of the Comet.
It was one
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was a kid watching, I was
Sure.
like, "There's 2 hot chicks and me left."
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
I put myself in the guy's character, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Shh,
It's great.
"You can drive any car you want."
Oh, and they go get the fancy. It's the '80s, so they go get the designer clothes. Absolutely.
Yeah, Night of the Comet to me it was.
Yeah, no, that was a good time.
Night of the Comet. I like to.
Do you remember that real quick? Do you remember the movie where like a slug thing fell from space?
Yes, that's,
and they would jump in their mouths.
Night of the Comet, but not Night of the Comet. It's
But these two movies like bring out my
yes,
head. I must have
except
watched around
for the
same
one you're
time.
talking about. Stars the guy from Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. He's one-
Jimmy Kimmel.
The old guy with white hair and white
God,
mustache.
yeah, I just bricked on his
Yep.
name, but he's awesome.
Yeah,
in
he
it.
kills throughout the movie.
He
He's
like
got one liners.
he keeps answering the phone and being like, tell me some good news. Or he's got like a catchphrase or something. He's always drinking.
Yep.
He's
yep.
drinking the whole
and
time.
when he kills him at the end, he's got some great like.
Yes, and like, he
Burn
literally
in
comes
hell
into
or
a
something.
sorority of girls,
Yep.
and he's like, "I got good news and bad news, ladies. Your dates are here. Bad news, they're dead." It's something like that. I love him. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now.
Seriously, Night of the Comet. I love that.
We should
movie.
do that
Watch
one.
it over and over.
Here we go. Number one song, 1985. What do you think?
Give me a hint.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say it's got to be something Michael Jackson.
Has to do with love, baby, and how it's so powerful.
Oh
That's
God.
the power of
Power
love.
of love. Huey Lewis and the
Can you feel
Back to the
it?
Future.
last time also had a number in the number three.
Cosby?
Nope,
Oh,
Madonna.
good movies.
Into the groove,
Yeah.
into the
You got
groove, and then Freeway of Love by
We're going
Aretha
riding on the
Franklin.
freeway.
Can I just say,
In a pink
for the most part,
Cadillac.
everything I've heard from Aretha Franklin, I've really not enjoyed.
Really?
Yeah.
I like older Aretha a lot.
I like some of her really soulful stuff.
I don't
But like
the
the
60s and
Motown
70s.
Yeah.
stuff, I don't care for
No.
that much. I shouldn't say I don't care for it. It's just not my favorite.
Right.
I don't. I don't
She's
seek-
good at what she does. I just don't
Absolutely.
enjoy that.
I don't seek it out. There's a documentary on HBO where she goes to this church in California and just sings gospel music with a choir. It's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, because
yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
That's what she does.
She's like sweating so much that it like it literally was PTSD for me. Because you guys seen me perform, I generally sweat like 5
Oh,
pounds.
I thought you were talking about being
Oh.
in a church.
Oh, being sure. Do I sweat? There's a pope up.
Sweat.
Like literally everybody in there is just like wet. It looks rough. Looks like they all just got
Getting wet for the
summer
Lord.
knee. Let's get into it.
Let's get a good
song.
laugh.
Number one show, of course. Again, it's the Cosby and everybody's favorite little Reagan clone, Michael J. Fox, Family Ties, and Murder She Wrote. It's number 3. Why is my paper flopping around on
She
me?
wrote, man.
Number one movie.
Back to the Future.
Hey, 1985, August. You got it.
If
No-
Power of the Love's out, then
Yeah.
that's
a weird movie that I respect, but I don't. That's not the right. I don't know about it. Part of me loves it. Part of me hates it. Silverado. You know, Silverado.
Same way.
Silverado.
Like parts of it, I think this is great.
I
You
hate
better.
the Eagles, man. No, at times it's a great Western. Other times it's like paint
campy.
drying or stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
I
placement of the trucks in there is.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that Kevin Kline, isn't he in that?
Yeah, yeah.
He's weird in a
It's like a
Western.
mix of camp and. I don't like the mix of. And I want my Western to be one thing or the other.
Right,
Actually,
right.
I don't actually want it to be one thing. I just want it to be one thing.
I don't know. I enjoy
Unless-
both.
Oh, do you?
Unless it's Blazing Saddles. I'll take that Western style, or I want a real Once Upon a Time in the West, Unforgiven.
I don't know.
Once Upon a Time in the West, as
I don't
you
know,
know, is
camp.
my
I love
favorite
camp,
of all
though.
time.
But-
So
Did you say you love Cannonball Run?
Yeah, for sure.
you love
That's what I said.
Sleepaway Camp
No,
too? Because I was
no.
thinking about doing that one.
I love campy westerns also.
Really?
Oh, okay.
A Fistful of Dollars. I mean,
Oh, well, see, that's not campy.
Oh, see, that's not
to me.
campy
that's
to me.
super campy.
No, that's classic.
No,
To me,
no,
it's
that's
classic.
campy.
Okay, so we're just defining
It's-
the terms
yeah,
different.
It's
Okay.
classic.
We're splitting-
it's
we're splitting
classic
hairs here.
spaghetti.
We're splitting hairs here.
Yeah. On the definition of camp.
What else we got? One of my favorites, Rambo: First Blood 2. Also-
Let's go back to Vietnam.
Shouldn't they just call it Second Blood?
And then the last movie was that's right, Second Blood.
Am I wrong here?
Mad Max: Beyond Thunderdome.
We don't need another hero.
2 men
Who
enter.
run Barter
1
Town?
man leaves.
Yes, exactly. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Dan O'Bannon directed this movie. He wrote Alien, the original Alien. Is Dan O'Bannon.
And then he did.
Now
this
I know
shit.
famously he didn't have all the class system. You know how Alien's all about like the truckers, and then you have the like corporate men above them. None of that
Right.
was in there. I know that was rewritten to give the movie a little bit of.
Did
juice.
Princess Leia rewrite that?
Yeah, of course, the best scriptwriter in Hollywood.
Oh no.
Carrie Fisher rewrote that because she wrote classics like Scream 3, What else? What other pieces of shit was she right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make that alien get down on the other alien. Make sure it's his brother. I want alien Summer D up in me.
See what I did there?
I know you said because once you set him up,
Set a
you can't
trap.
stop.
I'm like a Trump at the debate.
Line him up, let it
They're
go.
gonna try to make you do Carrie Fisher. Don't let them make you do Carrie Fisher. Just don't.
Whatever you do,
I won't do Carrie Fisher. I'm not a moron. I know it cost us all of our new subscribers. They hate it on YouTube. Called me a piece of shit. I won't do it. One mention of Carrie Fisher. Give me that brother juice, yeah. You might have missed. We did a couple weeks ago. We did.
Yeah, we
rehash Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Because
addressed
people,
the elephant in the room.
we did. Because it's got a lot of hate online, and people kept saying that she's the greatest script doctor Hollywood's ever seen. So we did a little list of the movies she wrote. Turns out she wrote a big pile of shit.
Wait, there was really backlash for your
Yeah.
character?
There was a back. It was like Django Unchained.
It was like the first time you ever tried to throw a
Backlash.
bait caster.
Are you
Backlash.
serious?
Like,
Baitcaster. You know what that makes me think?
No, wait a minute. Are you serious? It's like blew
I'm
up.
serious. Yeah, Carrie Fisher, no fans.
Wow.
yeah.
So we found a line that we can't
Smiley
that we
baby.
can't cross.
Yeah.
Apparently, Star Wars fans, turns out, they're a little weird.
Really obsessed with Carrie Fisher. Who knew?
They don't like you talking about Carrie Fisher. Dan Aykroyd, you've never been funny. Let me suck your Summer D. Give me that Summer D, Daddy. DA. I got the DA Summer D. God damn it, I'm missing that Summer D already.
Have to go. Just have to go to the tanning booth all the time just to get it back.
Is that a bit? Is that a bit? Me going to a sunny tanning booth with a
Welcome back, Summer D.
with a
As soon as you
camera?
get out,
Be like, hey, so I'm here to try to get my Summer D back. Is it true that if I'm tan, I get Summer D?
I'm gonna wrap it in saran wrap after I get out of here.
That's just like, what? Like, you have a full bodysuit except for my D? I want to cover everything with my D.
Trying to make it darker or what?
I heard black's
Oh, I think we hit about as dark as it can get.
I heard black is better. So let's darken this thing up.
Oh my god.
I would go with shoe polish myself.
Summer D.
Jesus.
Summer D. Hey, do you have any? What do you have to drink, Mom? I got some Summer D.
You mean Sunny D? No.
No,
No, I just
Summer
drank some
D.
Summer D.
Is this a Carrie Fisher script?
No. This is all
I got
new.
some of that
This
orange.
is all fresh.
I got orange juice. I got that purple stuff. And I got
I
some
got the
Summer
purple
D.
drink and some Summer D.
What's the purple stuff? Purple passion?
Purple drink, man.
Purple drink
Mixed
versus
with-
Summer D.
One thing leads to another.
Summer D
One thing leads to another.
makes me feel hard. Blow it.
Anyway, how about Return of the Living Dead?
Return of the Living Dead. Let's get to it, my God.
We're 20 minutes.
We're 20 minutes into it. I love this movie. Did we do the things? Yeah, Back to the Future, Rambo, Mad Max. Yep. Let's get to the people here. Dan O'Bannon, I told you he wrote Alien. He also helped get the movie Heavy Metal made,
Oh, great movie.
which is fun. He wrote Life Force, great canon,
Great. Yes.
vampire, space vampire movie.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
There's just a naked lady. That's his thing, isn't it? I just
Yeah.
realized there's literally a lady that she's a space vampire. She comes to Earth. You're all right, Molly girl. Shh, just go to sleep, baby. It's all right. I know the dead are coming. Space vampire who's, God, what's that actress's name?
Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, that's it. No, she's gorgeous.
Dakota Fanning.
She's just gorgeous, and she's literally just walking around naked for half the movie, just much like Trash is in this movie. Anyway, we got Dan O'Bannon. That's him. Clu Gulliger. He was in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Bert. The main guy, chest hair.
Bert's
I
great.
love Bert. Bert's great.
Best character in the movie.
Bert really is great. He's
Aside
like
from the super hot naked chick.
Trash, yeah. Bert is like an alpha Republican. Like he just makes up lies at any chance he can
Yeah, yeah.
to cover his ass. You work for him, so you're going to do all the work. He's going to stand back and watch you work. But he's great. Clu Gallagher is that guy's name. He's been in Nightmare on Elm Street, The Last Picture Show, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You know, Last Picture Show is one of my favorite movies ever.
Please, Molly. Yes, I do love that.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I was talking to Molly.
Last Picture
Molly!
Show is like one
All I
of my
heard was
favorite
Summer D
movies
Picture
ever.
Show. That's what I heard.
He's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as the bookstore owner, Maltese Falcon. I can't place that.
When she goes in,
Hey!
she goes in to get that copy of Tessa Durbermills.
That's right. That's him. Okay. James Cameron. What's loud?
James Cameron, did you say?
Yes, James Cameron's in this movie. He directed it.
Fairly well. I figured that out, by the way.
And I copied that song. I copied that traditional song. I'm in for it.
I thought you wrote that.
I did.
Just like Bob Dylan wrote traditional songs all the time, put them on his albums.
Yep. So that you know what that sound means since Doc is here as a special guest. Oh, Molly, honey, you're driving me crazy. I don't want to drag you upstairs in the middle of a show.
Right around the
but-
middle of the table.
Huh? Just
Put her-
let? Oh, just put her down here. You can go if you want to. You can drag her over here. I don't think I want to.
Molly.
I had a great grandfather or something,
Try that.
and he was like a legend
That wound her up.
in the household. And
Legend? Is that the word you
well,
want to
we
use?
didn't know. We thought he was a war hero, etc.
And he turned out to be something much different.
Somebody started sending us audio tapes of.
Boy,
he kept,
I was scared to open my email for a long
Yep,
period
and
of
here
time.
comes one right here. Well, let's listen to my great grandfather.
Smithers Fritzman, and I'm back. I thought it might be a wonderful idea to compile a list of all the people that I've had sex with, would like to have sex with, or maybe are planning to have sex with. It is up for you, the listener, to decide whom I've actually slept with, whom I'm pursuing.
Who does he think his listeners are at this
And
point
who,
when he's recording?
perhaps, is already in the works.
I guess. Schmizmo, perhaps.
Fritzman's a real tomcat. I get around. Some people call it war crimes. I call it romance.
Jesus.
Now, here's a list of people
Do you want
that
another
I would
drink?
like to sleep with and or have slept with or am planning to sleep with.
wanna
Here we
hear this
go.
first.
Diane Sawyers.
Oh,
Dolly Parton.
hey.
Yeah.
Sissy Spacek.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates. Stop the Insanities, Susan Powder. Remember her?
I don't know who that is.
How about Powder from the movie Powder? That would be fun. Jane Curtin. Janie,
yeah.
baby, open those curtains.
Sissy Spacek.
I have a joke here. It involves meat.
Oh, my.
And then the word curtain. If you don't put them together,
on?
maybe you can get away with it. Jane Curtin, Sidney Pollack, Jackson Pollock, Paul Williams, America's treasure, sweetheart, the soundtrack maestro, songwriter extraordinaire, Paul Williams, Treat Williams,
Treat Williams.
William H. Macy,
William H. Pony.
William Randolph Hearst, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Valentino.
Something about that red nose, baby. Marge Simpson, Connie Chung,
Connie Chung.
Lady Bird Johnson, King Kong, Salman Rushdie, I love an outlaw, the Yellow King of Carcosa, Welfare Queens, all of them, baby.
Oh, boy.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard
You
Dreyfuss.
gotta let that mustache grow long first.
Yeah.
Suzanne Summers. And last but not least, my favorite old lesbian, Charlie Watts.
Okay.
Charlie
This is
Watts.
volume
Watts.
1 of Smithers L. Fritzman. People I plan to have sex with, have had sex with, or would like to have sex with.
Yellow King.
Smithers L. Fritzman. Oh, by the way, Schmizmo, I need more of those boner pills. My boners have been insufficient as of late.
no.
I'm blaming you, Schmizmo.
Doesn't have the
Also,
summer D.
Edit the
Did I have
part
summer
out
tea?
earlier when I was talking about the
Only took me
Golden
about 7
Girls.
tries.
All right. Smithers L. Fritzman, signing off.
Signing off.
Connie
Okay.
Chung, yeah.
So that was a list
Young
of
Connie Chung.
people that my great grandfather was pursuing
So Connie Chung is married to.
and or has had sex with Maury Povich.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking cold over here again. Wow. Still impresses me, just like when I was a kid. I keep it nippy in here.
Do you think it was a fantasy of this guy to blow up Louisville, Kentucky?
Oh my gosh, there's another one.
Fritzman
Yes,
here.
I do. And I agree with him.
I'm a little depressed as of late.
Oh, no.
Seems one of my many ventures did not go as planned. Turns out Smithers L. Fritzman's not the desirable bachelor he once was.
Oh, no.
Well, guess what? I've compiled a list of people that I think are not very nice. And these people, I
Coming
think
from
they
him.
deserve
All
the
of the
worst.
list is
I
him.
think they deserve to be tread upon until they are no longer of this mortal coil. You understand me? This is a list
wants
of
them
people
dead.
Fritzman wants to see dead.
Oh, yeah.
Dead, God damn it. I'll hold no mercy. I shall hold no quarter for these fools.
No quarter.
Wow.
None shall be
This is
given.
volume 1.
Tool did an amazing
that have
job on that. by the way.
disappointed me. These people are no good, Nix. They're nothing but trouble.
Okay.
I don't like them. I think they're mean and nasty people.
So his first list,
We need to
people
get
he
rid of
wanted to
them
have
now.
sex
Here's
with
the
or
list.
had sex with.
Diane Sawyers, Dolly Parton, Sissy Spacek.
So in other words, none of these people would have sex with him tonight.
Stop the insanity, Susan Powder. Powder from the movie Powder. Jane Curtin. I don't have a joke here anymore because you called it. Curtains on me, baby. Take that for a pun. Sidney Pollack. Jackson Pollock. You're no longer America's sweetheart songstress to me, Paul Williams. You're nothing but a backstabber and a cheater. Paul Williams, Treat Williams, William Randolph Hearst. Well, the ghost of William Randolph Hearst. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You can bury that red nose in the snow for all I care, Rudolph. Marge Simpson. God, the one that got away. Connie Chung. I'll get my news elsewhere, thank you. Lady Bird Johnson. What? I got a bird for you. King Kong. God, what could have been? Welfare queens, all of them.
All of them. All of them turning
Richard Dreyfuss. I thought he was dead. That's why I put him on the list. Turns out he's not dead. He wanted no part of it. Susan Summers, same thing. And last but not least, my favorite lesbian, Charlie Watts. Smithers L. Fritzman, sign off.
You know, sometimes
Okay, well,
your
everybody-
grandfather sounds like Brad Wesley.
Oh, my.
Every now and then he has a
Oh, my
delivery
God.
that sounds like Brad
We
Wesley.
have our own
Oh,
Molly.
Little cameo.
She couldn't be.
Oh,
she couldn't be contained. No, she's gonna.
Oh, Molly.
She's got slobber on the microphone.
It's fine. It's fine. A little slobber never hurt anything.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know, it is. It's strange. There's sometimes he sounds like Brad Wesley.
I'm not gonna go through anybody that was in this thing. Really.
Because you won't know any of them.
Tom Matthews, who was Freddy. He's in Friday the 13th 6.
No, he's in Nightmare on Elm Street. Get your horror
No,
movie straight.
he's in Friday the 13th 6. Jason Lives, which is one of my favorites. He's what's his name? Tommy. And
He's
then
a lib.
he went
We
on.
won't have that on this show.
He went on to make a spinoff. Oh no, you got unplugged. I knew it was good.
Well, MTV can do it. We can do it.
There's a Chiron at the beginning of this thing, which is we haven't even started this movie.
Yeah.
It's halfway through.
They have 30 minutes in.
There's a Chiron that says "Living Dead." These events are all true.
Yeah.
So we start in this warehouse. They're sending bones out. They have skeletons. They
an
come from
altruism.
India, and they have split
There's a farm.
dogs.
There's a farm in
There's a farm in India. I think there's a farm.
All skeletons comes from India.
But where did they get the perfect teeth?
Nah. This movie is
Skeleton farm.
there's skeleton farm. There's so much dialogue we could talk about. We don't have time to, unfortunately.
Absolutely, we do.
Okay.
The radio viewers are just gonna have to flip over to
That's-
YouTube
That's true.
because we're gonna. This could go on.
He says all skeletons come from India. I think they got a skeleton farm there. This is Fred.
Fred,
right?
best character.
No, not Fred. Frank.
Frank.
You
yeah.
know what happens? This is a real deal. This is real. Advice now is when you write a script for a movie, they want you to start at A. For the first character's name starts with an A, next one starts with a B, and so on and so forth. That is real advice and something they really tell you to do.
That's because people
Which
are
is
getting dumber and dumber and can't
infuriates
follow
me.
anything.
Now I understand you can't have 5 characters that all start with an M and have an A. You know, you can't have Mark, Max, and
That's
Matt.
why I'm writing a movie now. The main characters
It's called the Alphabet Killers.
Murphy.
the main character is called Zion
But
with
it's
a Z.
But I thought of it many times when I tried
And
to
Bertha.
keep Freddie. I've already forgot Freddie and Frank straight. And then what's the other guy's name? Bert. And then
Bert.
there's literally Ernie. Is Bert and Ernie? I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie have been friends forever. So anyway,
They're homosexual.
so Freddie's a young punk kid. He's got a job at this medical supply place.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Jackie?
They're working at this. Hey, oh yes, please.
Wrong way.
There you go. That's about perfect right there, probably.
You could
Thank
keep
you.
moving until I'm in the shot, but
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
oh
You got a
no.
friend. Oh, there's some sweet boxes.
You've got a friend.
Man, where's intern Kyle at filming this?
Right.
Working.
Where is
You know what he's doing? He's flying to Chicago this morning to work for his big job.
this is his big job.
I know, intern Kyle.
This is where the potential money is.
You want to make it, intern Kyle?
Kyle.
Our YouTube show that has 300 and some subscribers.
So when we went to Paducah this weekend, while Rob's out of the picture here,
Yeah.
when we went to Paducah
boy,
today,
oh, boy.
or this weekend,
Yes.
the guy that checked us into the hotel screwed it, botched it. We'd already prepaid, and he charged us again.
Who botched what?
And he-
Vasectomy?
And I was
Whoa.
like, we finally got into the elevator, and I told
hotel?
Lacey, I was like, I was about to get pissed at the guy, but he reminded me so much of Kyle, I just couldn't.
That's hilarious.
The guy was just a big dude, like 6'5", built about like me. He's a big guy,
That's really funny because we went
and he
out to eat
talked a
the
lot
other day.
like Kyle.
We went out to eat.
So we called him Kyle the rest of the weekend.
Well, I was going to say.
Oh my!
What is going on, guys?
Molly's going after Ruru.
Ruru set her straight.
Yeah, good boy, Rue. Rue's like, shut the hell up.
Rue.
You not understand what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm making magic over here, Molly.
It's like, I'm used to this. I've been around for a while. All right, you guys You guys started out.
Walmart's coming here because of me.
Puns. Party I like sex with death.
That camera's way off now.
F off and die.
Rob, get back up and fix that camera.
It seems like there's some chaos going on right here. All right, so
Rapunzel.
I find
Let down your
the
hair.
character weird.
Which one?
The punk who's got a job. Why did he get a job? Like all of his friends are like deadbeats, troublemakers, hooligans.
Right.
And then out of nowhere he gets a job.
But they're not all deadbeats and hooligans. There's like 3 preppies in there. There's some preppies.
I noticed that there's some who dress. Yeah, I agree. But what I'm saying
Right.
is that
Right.
but they make fun of him for having a job, and it's like,
Freddie?
why did he go get a job?
Okay, I'll fix it. Yeah, continue.
Oh my God. Son of a bitchin' bumpus hounds.
But I just thought it was weird that he gets a job.
we
Like,
go.
why did this punk get a job, and the rest of them won't?
Because
You
he's
got
got
money for gas?
Because this
I
isn't-
don't.
Because he's got a
Because you
girl.
see this? This isn't a costume, man.
It's a way of
It's
life.
a way of life.
Because he's got a girl.
So he's trying to pay for that. Okay. Okay.
Don't you though? I mean,
So what does this place do? They send out bones and split dogs.
Yeah.
They have a cadaver hanging in a freezer. It's just got a hook.
yeah, they hook it in the ears, man.
Yeah, I never
The
saw a
weird-
cadaver
the
like
weird
that.
The meat hooks in the ears. They're just
But
hanging.
I tell you one thing: that rubber suit that they put him in really doesn't look good on camera. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that
It's
out there.
it's
bad.
I'm
Bad.
not sure if that was a rubber suit or if that was a stop motion dummy. I'm not-
Whatever it was, it's bad.
then we see the punks. They're like, "Hey, let's party." I love that the one chicks like are instantly talking about the death
Yeah.
And the other one guy's like, "You like death? I like sex and death." It's right, like, hey, let's get this chick to talk about sex.
Hey, in case you haven't realized, I'm a young male.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about sex a
She
little
says, "Oh yeah, so F off and die," which I thought was pretty good writing.
Clever.
I actually like some of the writing in this movie.
Yeah.
It's all around pretty decent.
Yeah.
They say they want to party. Then we get to Night of the Living Dead was real.
Did you just hit it?
So Freddie and Frankie are sitting around talking. Turns out Frankie tells them Night of the Living Dead was real. They got the bodies in the basement. What did they spray them with? They sprayed him with something.
It's 245 trioxin.
That's right.
In case you're wondering.
He tells them
Just happened to write that down.
that's
kind of what I do.
It's what they use to spray on marijuana. He
Yeah,
said.
the military.
The military.
Military. Not the government.
And
Because the government's cool.
corpses are
The military
actually
not.
in the
This was
basement.
the Reagan era. It wasn't
The
cool.
army, it was a mix-up. The army somehow sent canisters there.
By the way,
Never
of
went to
course
pick
the
'em up.
army screws up. Did you like that built-in
Oh,
joke?
oh, absolutely.
The typical
The thing
army.
is there's an 800 number. Why wouldn't you call that immediately
That's
when
what I
the
don't
military
get, too.
screwed up, sent you these things? No, we'll keep them just per.
Well,
Just because.
because we get a quick shot. I don't know if it happens now of this guy in his house, and he's a general or something.
Man, he is a
He is
awesome character.
Jerk.
I thought he was
I was gonna
super
say,
cool. I was
Dad
like,
of the
man.
year.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I want to
This
be
guy
that
reminded me a lot of my dad. He came in, and he's like, his wife's like, "Hey, how was work?" And he's like, "Effing crap," is how it was. She's like, "Oh,
What's
he's
for
like,
dinner?"
What's for dinner?" She's
Lamb
like, "Lamb
chops.
chop."
I made your
I had
favorite.
that for.
I made your favorite lamb chop.
Lamb chop. I had that for lunch.
Right.
Just walk straight through. Like,
And
I'm
Lacey
outta
was
here.
like, "What a dick!" And
Thank you.
And I was like, you know,
He's a
She
hardworking
could have
guy.
called and said, "What did you
"Hey,
have
it's
for
cold
lunch?"
over there."
It's finally came over.
It's true. She should have asked.
She should have asked what he
shoulda
had for lunch.
called, even though this was 1980. Well, it doesn't matter. She should have called and asked. This is a hardworking man,
Right.
And
I'm
if
a
he-
hard-working man.
I have to.
Lamb
They have to know
chop.
what I am
Pork chop.
24/7.
She should have cooked him a pork chop.
Right.
And he's got the computer.
When
in his
women would
bedroom.
still cook and still would.
He stopped loving her today.
when she made him lamb chops again.
He placed the lamb chop on the door. I gotta find this goddamn thing. I like that she's privy to what he's.
And my wife is such a...
I like that she's privy to his job. She's like, "Have you found that thing?" He's like, "I don't know if I'll ever find the goddamn thing, Felicia."
But look out for it, father.
So that's this guy's job every day. He's like, "Where's this son of a bitch barrel at?"
Meanmeanwall, back at the place.
but he doesn't.
there's
He's
a
not
phone
like that.
number.
He's just waiting for
No,
someone
he's not.
to finally call
Yes,
him.
he's like, there's no. They're not. Actually
he's not
active.
actively
They're not
looking
actively
for it, no.
searching. They're just sitting back. But he acts as if it is so put upon by this damn
Man, that
job
is
he has.
hard work.
I have to be
Nothing.
available 24 hours a day.
I like that you go in their boudoir and a secret computer pops
Right.
up and he's like,
Man, you give me a
make that
you give me a
1601.
computer with a bunch of flashing lights and spinning shit. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, dude. For
I
sure.
love it. So they go downstairs to see it.
Wait a minute. And we have an important thing that happens. Watch the third step.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's their step. Watch it. I love it. Set up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying about
Oh,
this
by the way,
movie.
did I tell
It
you-
is
There's some
actually
detail.
It is actually very
Did you know
tidy
they
and
didn't
well written.
tell the actress that
What's
step
that?
was broken? They didn't tell
Oh, they
her
didn't
it was
tell her.
broken
So
because they wanted it to look
they
so
wanted it to look
real. So
real.
when she goes through it, she literally goes through. I swear I
Of
saw
course
that
they
yesterday.
did. Of course they did.
Which is exactly how I would film a movie.
Yeah, they go down. They want to see it. The kids
Don't
like,
tell
he's
the
like,
actress about the summer day.
No, they'll be all over the summer day. The summer day.
She's like, oh, you're much
came
larger.
blowing in.
Look at me, I'm
Across the
summer D.
Much larger than I used to be.
I'm moving to the
Don't go to
equator.
bed till you're bleeding and red.
Jesus.
That machine's broken.
Send all your hate to James A. Copple.
Came flying in from across the sea.
You know the Hot Summer Nights album with
What's Neil?
Oh, my buddy.
Hot D.
Hot summer D.
Hot Summer D.
He should. Traveling sideshow summer D.
Love on the Summer D.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Sweet summer D.
Bum, bum, bum.
Summer D's never been so thick and girthy.
So thick and girthy. So thick and girthy. So thick and girthy.
You know what I'm talking about, Boston. It's always hot here. I mean,
This episode is
some of
going to
the
be
year-
15 minutes long. It's all edited out.
It's going to be like the Mad TV where they would have the Sopranos.
Yes. Gabagool.
Everything cuts just
Oh, boy. Marijuana spray. On bodies. Uh-oh.
because marijuana was such a horrible problem in 1985. We
Yeah.
gotta kill
Problem.
it.
Drug war, baby.
Kill it.
So
Nancy Reagan.
they go look at
But
these
let the cane
corpses.
in.
Just say no.
Now, this all happens because these two dipshits. This is all in the first 3 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, this
The
is
credits
quick
haven't even
action.
started yet.
Which are long and extensive.
Yes. They go down there.
We are 43 minutes into this.
They're like, they show him the zombie. He's like, this is real. There's a weird face in there. He's like, aren't you scared? He's like, hell no. This is made by the Army Corps of Engineers. Kicks it. Nice joke about how crappy it's made.
I've got slap, poof, chemical leak.
Chemically everywhere. Goes
Katrina.
all over them.
Patrina.
Patrina again. All over,
Patrina.
all in their face. And it's pretty cool for the budget they had. What did
That
I say
was-
the budget was? It wasn't much. 2.2 million or something like that.
I mean,
they
You
follow.
give me 2.2 mil.
They follow the smoke, and then it goes up into the pipes. Now, is this the first time?
This is the first time.
No,
the
that's when
chemical
they-
was
That's
released.
that's
the
when they
second
burn,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, no, this
That's
is,
when they burn
is
it.
contained into the
This
building.
is in the building, so you see it going through the building. It's really well done. You see everything
Yeah.
coming alive. It's really creepy. The corpse comes alive, and the thing.
You mean the rubber suit?
Yes, the rubber suit guy.
It looked like a Tool video for a minute.
That's
right.
Looked way better.
Was that what you? Is that what you would have done with the corpse? Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Don't ask.
Anyway.
Don't ever ask what I would do with a corpse.
You mean this corpse?
Don't.
No,
Don't.
we don't hang on a meat hook. Look, we've got meat hooks. I'm gonna put my hand on a meat hook and show you how meat hooks.
But I'm gonna put it in his ears.
Put these weird. It looks like we talked about last couple weeks ago. It
like
looks
one of those cranes
mechanical
that you
grab.
can-
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to get the white fire.
White fire. You got to watch White Fire.
Dude, you have to watch
It's
White
so
Fire.
good.
Horror.
No.
No,
it's
just
magic is what it
wonderful.
is.
It's an incestual romp. White fire.
White fire.
White fire. It's an incestual adventure.
I'm sorry, but every time you hear that, all I can think of is Chappelle as the Black Klansman.
Yes.
White fire.
Well, there's a song.
It wasn't far off from that.
There's going to be a song
awesome.
that's in White Fire that's going to replace that with with White Fire. White Fire.
White fire.
Copeland and I call each
So
other
White Fire,
in the
there's a
middle of the
brother
night just to
sister.
say White Fire.
There's a brother-sister duo. The sister,
I was. Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead.
we're getting
Mysteriously-
off our movie.
mysteriously- it doesn't matter.
We got time.
the sister dies from a blow dart
Right to the head.
right to the head.
He's already. He's
happens
kind
to
of in
carry a
love.
blow dart.
By the way,
They're already-
3 minutes before she dies, the brother takes her towel off and admires her nude body and says, "Too bad you're not my. Too bad you're my
my
kid's
sister.
because you've really grown up. You don't look like my kid's sister
And it
anymore."
just gawks at her.
It goes on for
She's
what, a
butt
minute
naked.
and a half.
And what did she say during this?
She just giggles.
Don't you look at me?
So then, should we just go back? Should we go into White Fire?
No, I want to get into
2 minutes later, she gets shot in the head and dies.
But why is someone shooting her with a blow dart?
Because
They're diamond thieves.
Oh, okay.
duh.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
now it makes sense, right?
And then he's like, I got an idea. Actually, it's his foster father who saved him from Russian soldiers, him and his sister, when they were a child on the beach. He suggests, why don't you get plastic surgery for this lady that you just fell in love with to look just like your sister?
So we can finish
We
this
can
gig.
finish our gig, and you get to bone your sister, your dream you've always had.
And it happens.
And then
she gets plastic surgery to look just like his sister, even though it doesn't actually need to
Doesn't
happen.
actually
in the
need
end,
to happen
but they
at
still
all.
bone.
They still bone. and it's like, what fire? in the
White
background.
fire.
Boy, thank you, Jeff Bezos, for Amazon Prime.
I'm telling you what,
Dude, greatest. I think it's the best movie we've done.
it really is.
Wait a minute.
No,
not
Better
joking.
than the Chuck Norris
Yes,
movie.
yes.
Nah, you can't
No,
say that.
dude.
I tell you, you know how
haven't
good
watched
it is? It's going to be here this Friday. That's how good it is because I bought it.
Blu-ray Criterion.
Yes, the Arrow release.
The
baby.
unedited version where she doesn't have to die. It's just his sister the whole way through.
Banging his sister. We had a theory that it was like they added that part because it was just too weird that he was banging his sister. They're like, we have to add another actress and add a whole nother
But we don't
angle.
have money for that, so we'll just have it be her.
No. It was a different actress.
For how long?
A couple shoots.
It was the
couple
only
days.
female actress in there that didn't show her breasts. Pretty sure.
Oh no, she showed her breast.
No.
Oh wait, because it's back
As
to
the
the
sister.
that's the sister.
Wait,
so
what
she
year
didn't
is
show
this?
her breast.
1984.
I think.
Yeah, it checks. It checks all the boxes.
84, 87.
Everything you're saying checks all the boxes.
Hey,
For real,
watch,
though?
a couple episodes ago, Whitefire. It really
Watch
is
it.
great. It's on Amazon.
God, so good.
Jesus, where are we here?
We're not very far into it.
They wake up.
Boobs early. We're at boobs
wait,
early.
wait. We meet Suicide. One of my
Yeah.
favorite characters. He's got a crazy haircut. He's in a cool car. Koppel, you want to speculate on what kind of car that is while I get a refill for
I'm
us?
going to say it is a Grease era car.
Yes, it is. I want to say it's 50s. It's got the
It's a caddy, isn't it?
I want to say it's like a 50 something. I want to say it's a T-Bird. I didn't really, honestly, I didn't look that closely to figure it out.
It's a shit, but it's also a cool car.
Yeah, it's convertible. I want to say it's a T-Bird.
Of course you're going to say it's a T-Bird.
The T-Bones.
T-Birds! T-Birds. No, I'm good.
More, yes.
Yeah, a little more.
Cops on vacation.
I'm on vacation for a whole
You
week.
hear that? We're talking codes.
We thought you was on vacation. How you milking that? You milking it okay?
Some of us have to be responsible.
Huh? Never.
We don't all get to be Carrie Fisher.
You guys ever wish that? I mean, I'm all about the Hemingway Highway, if you know what I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Me and the Hemingway Highway are like that. But you ever wish Hunter hadn't killed himself and was around right now?
I don't know.
I don't know because I'm scared he may have went Trump because it's so weird.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he wouldn't.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. Think about his hatred of Nixon.
Wait, did you guys
about-
hear?
Think about
I'm sorry,
a lot
before
of
I
people's
forget.
hatred of Nixon. And
You know
I
the
think
Lincoln
Hunter,
Republicans?
I think Hunter was smarter than that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Lincoln Project.
They
or
just
yeah,
whatever.
but he'd
put out
be
a-
demented now. So
Do what?
he
They
would.
just put it out. Oh, sorry.
Oh, he would have been demented by now.
I think he would have went.
He might have. He's a gun nut. He was a gun nut.
Yep.
He's I think.
Drug addled, booze addled.
Now here's the thing: as I've gotten older, I every year I get older, I lose respect for Hunter Stumps.
Yeah,
that
a little
weird?
bit, a little bit.
But the older I get, every year I'm like, you
I didn't want to say
should have
it.
got off of drugs, and you should have been more prolific. You should have written. You should have put yourself to
You
the
should have
test.
wrote your way out of this.
You should have wrote your way out of this problem. You should have done something about it. And like you wrote a couple good books at best. What the hell were you doing the rest of the time? You were
Yeah,
just
in the 70s,
smoking,
by the way.
smoking
I'm
weed.
sorry, but
And
his best books were in the 70s. He
Oh,
dropped
yeah.
one in the 90s. It's pretty good, but
which one? With Better Than Sex? Or-
yes, better than sex.
Was it though?
I actually
Well, hang
enjoy.
on.
I always enjoy his article books, like they're just short stories
Yes.
or articles better than
So
anything.
the Lincoln Project dropped an
Oh, sorry,
an
yeah, go
ad,
ahead.
and it's Sam Elliott
Yeah.
who's talking
Oh.
shit about Trump in it.
Nice.
And I thought
Our
I
good
thought it
old
had to be
friend.
AI, but evidently it really is.
Now our old
him.
buddy
I
Sam
figured he would have
Elliott.
been a Republican.
I thought he was
really-
just doing insurance
We,
commercials. these days.
you know, Sam Elliott used to come on our show, and you and Shark were always just hated him because of his stance on, I guess, that movie that we used to make fun of.
Oh yeah,
But I always thought in my heart, no, Sam Elliott's like hardcore Hollywood.
Sam
like,
had a problem with wokeness. It bothers him.
he
What
had a
bothers
problem
him?
with. He didn't like.
Cowboys being.
He didn't like a New Zealand director telling an American story, was his problem. And he didn't like that it was about a gay cowboy. Remember, it was all about the chaps.
Yeah.
But he's fine with American directors telling all kinds of stories about everyone
Absolutely,
else.
about
That have-
anything
yeah.
we want. Absolutely.
It's fine.
That have no reality. Yeah.
Anyway, I
you
just
know, I
think
like my
it's
movie.
strange.
I like it. Hey,
I bet there's a lot of people who are really upset
you know what?
right now.
That makes me feel good knowing he's out there
The dude
making commercials
from Los Angeles.
for the old cowboy from Los Angeles making commercials for the Lincoln Project.
Hey, is
And
the
who knows? Maybe there's a little Lincoln Project on the way.
chick naked yet?
What's that? Oh, his trash got naked? Nope. They're sending bones out. He's like, oh, Jesus Christ, where are we? Oh, they wake up.
We're still in the first
They
7
wake up
minutes,
puking.
literally.
They're not really that concerned. They're sick. They're more worried about the freaking smell. They're like,
Yeah.
stinks. Christ, whatever.
Never smelled anything like that in my life.
What is this? They're puking. They hear a dog. Did this part freak you guys out?
No, I thought it was
was it
freaking
hard?
hilariously fantastic.
I loved it.
It was so over the top silly.
It was like because they set up earlier that this company sells split dogs. There's like it's something you should.
Yeah,
know.
it's a medical
Split
medical
dog.
company.
It's a medical company that you don't know how many split dogs we sell.
Yeah, you don't know how many.
I'm like split dogs.
Take a
What, this
dog,
guy get too much
cut
something
him
in
in
half.
Medical kids can look at it.
Yep, and that's the first thing that happens. The split dogs come to life. They have butterflies.
It did disturb me a little bit with them trying to kill it
Trying to kill it. They instantly
Yeah.
started bashing it with a
with a
broom.
crutch,
with a crutch. That's it's not gonna. Kill
and it's still like.
it's yipping.
I thought it was kind of scientifically fascinating.
Oh, no.
You started it. That the smaller things become
God.
reanimated first because the dose is higher. I thought that was kind of
And then, of
smart.
course, they hear. I'm telling
The
you, man,
dead's coming.
this freaking movie is tight as a drum.
Yep.
Then they
It
hear
really
the
is.
corpse that they've already set up. It's in the thing. It's making noise. He's like, and I love the panic part. I love where they're like, what are we gonna do?
Right.
It's like, what am I gonna? I'm gonna call the cops. We don't want the cops in here. Let's call the number on the thing. You want the army?
That's later.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
I think
Somebody
he's
suggested, and he's like, "You don't want the army in
the
here."
army coming here."
We'll call the boss.
He's like, call the boss. And he goes there. By the way, they are like becoming zombies in front of your eyes.
Like so quick.
He's taking,
So
drinking
quick.
coffee, slicking his hair back, gets real composed, talking to the boss. I
You're
love
getting,
this
like,
guy.
paler and paler and paler.
Getting
like,
whiter and
immediately.
whiter. He calls the boss. The boss shows up, and this is Bert, right?
Can you hear that?
I can.
I'm getting the dog slobber off there. I can still see
A little
it.
bit. It's a little burnt.
People are going to be commenting about that. These assholes. got
Sounds like
dog
Herbie
slobber.
Hancock.
Oh, yeah.
Rocket. Sorry, go ahead.
I talk about suicide, yeah. They go to the cemetery. His place is a mess.
It's Hunter Green, not black.
I see that.
Now, this is when we meet our girl, Trash.
Trash.
I love the
She's
shot.
anything but.
Let's get to it here. What are you saying there? There we go. There, punk's walking down the street there. Let's just get to her.
Shooting people that they meet fully
Oh
loaded
no,
Tommy
that's from
gun.
last week. Where is she?
Here come the deputy traffic.
Oh, that's suicide right there with a great. Oh, the tar man. He's known it. There we go. There's Trash.
That's where she gives her monologue.
This is Trash's monologue. We meet Trash. She's talking about death. Instantly, she says, "You ever dream about what the worst way would be to die? You ever think about dying?" She's like got the
Think
greatest.
about being surrounded by old men, and they take small bites out of me.
Take
until
small
I'm-
bites. I mean, that would be the worst way to die.
Eat me alive.
She's like, first they would rip off my clothes. She tears her clothes off.
Yeah.
And then she rips her bra off, whatever.
And then she literally lays down and takes the time to take her pants off. I
Yes.
mean, like, this is a slow.
Yes, I was going to say.
Steady.
So then she's up
Somebody
on a
says
tombstone.
she's taking her clothes off again.
Again. Somebody
Again.
says, yes, I wrote it down. Trash is taking her. Somebody says, get a light. Trash is taking her. I think that was off camera, like literally to a to a camera grip. Like, get a light. We can't see these
Yeah.
titties.
She's taking her clothes off again. It's not even in the script.
She, of course, scream queen extraordinaire.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be. It was written for a stripper that the writer director was in love with. He wrote it for a stripper. The stripper said no, and the scream queen stepped in and said,
I mean, she gets completely nude.
I have
and
no problem.
Topless toy nude.
Dangerously
JB.
close to some serious
So,
gratuitous
apparently,
genitalia shots.
Here's the
Asia
thing.
in the cage.
They did the first take of her,
Roxy.
and the take
Roxy on the main stage.
The
Asia
take
in
is
the cage.
literally just a master shot of dudes like being like, heck yeah, I can see this girl's butt.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Like, they're like into it. So they did the first take, and there was a producer there who did not know this was going to be in the script. He freaked out. Was like, you cannot have Bush in this movie.
Yeah.
you
So
can't.
you shave it. You keep going.
So they said, come here. They shaved her. Put her
We've
back
got
in.
Bush.
And then he said, holy shit, no.
That's worse.
This is worse. You can straight up see her. So then they had to build a silicone cup to cover. So that's why it looks a little like, what is happening? down there?
Okay.
They built a silicone cup to cover her. So you don't really see. It's like
You can't show that much Bush. Okay.
That literally is what happens. They shaved
Straight
her.
razor.
Which today,
You
we-
definitely-
Okay, so that explains why they were so willing to shoot so gratuitously, because actually
Yes,
there's something
there's actually covering it
okay.
there.
Okay.
Because when you watch it, you're like, what the hell? But there is you can see her butthole. Not that I paused and went frame by frame.
And zoomed in.
This, by the way, is the second time I jerked off.
No wonder he was like,
Some
can
of
you,
D makes Joe feel fine.
he was like, can you mail me your readers? And I was like, sure, but they just zoom in up close. I don't know what you want them for.
Oh, the show's
Oh!
over. WDDX.
We're
Don't let that
15 minutes into the movie.
Don't let that be we literally 15 minutes into the movie.
Thank you for listening to WDDX.
You're gonna have to go to
Tune
YouTube.
in on YouTube or anywhere podcasts are
This
found.
is gonna be
Look
3
for
hours.
20 IN21, and we'll be here for a little bit. This is gonna go on for a while. Yeah, we just got into it, and I do love this movie. Thanks for listening, Carpendale, and good night.
Yeah, thanks, Carpenter.
Sleep tight. Good night. Watch this movie,
Butthole.
Return of the Living Dead. Koppel and I have a bad habit. We have a bad habit.
have a
That's
bad
what I'm
habit.
gonna call it.
I'm going on an adventure.
Koppel and I have a bad habit of when we say goodnight to the radio listeners, we look to the
We
camera.
look to the camera every time. We're like, good night, radio. Happens every freaking time. I broke it the last.
Yes, the last time you did without it. All right, let's get into this trash.
I did not break
Have you
it this
guys,
time.
in your life, how many ladies have you known like this that were just straight up exhibitionists that just wanted to be naked?
Not many.
Yeah, very few.
Very few.
Really?
Yeah.
No, okay. Like no chicks that were just like
We're jocks, dude.
I'm taking my shirt off, and this is happening right
Okay,
now.
I'm thinking of all the women I've known in my life. I can only think of a few that.
To
somehow
all the
wanted to be
girls
nude.
I've loved.
I never
Really?
knew that many exhibitionists.
Huh? All right.
So you knew lots of exhibitionists?
I didn't know. Yeah, nobody knows exhibitionists like I do. I know the best.
Vagina.
Maybe two.
Okay. I've known.
Do you want me to name them?
No.
Yes, please. I want names and addresses.
from around here.
I need names and addresses.
No.
No. Yeah, I've known a few ladies.
Oh, wait, can we define what we mean by exhibition? I know what the term means, but do you mean they want to be naked, just walk around your house, or we're at a party and they just want to strip and be naked? Like, can we define that?
I have had
Because as far as
one
being naked
major,
around,
two, but only one that was like serious, a girlfriend that was seriously like,
Anywhere, anytime.
no, but she was just naked in the house all the time.
Okay, I had a couple girlfriends like that.
Like she
Okay.
did not like to wear a shirt. If at best she would wear a wife beater.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I'm talking about just like you're at a party and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
let's do this.
That's the not good one.
Was that because I was playing music at parties?
Probably.
I think
doing that kind of stuff?
Because, I mean, like, I don't remember.
Really? Now, I knew at least within my friend group at college up north, there was at least 3 ladies that would just, you'd be partying, listening to music, and they'd be like, F yeah. Just take their shirt off. And that is what I would do. That's what I didn't sleep with them. I went to the bathroom.
So I'm going to tell you, no, I don't
There were no
remember.
phones to
I
take
don't really
pictures.
remember. I remember being at parties that maybe there was a woman, I had no idea who she was, who all of a sudden went exhibitionist. But as far as women, I can't think of anything off the
I
top of
just
my
wondered.
head.
Because I wondered what's trash about? Like,
I don't know, but I
Trash
like
just
trash.
trash is just like I want to get naked. I want to party. She just keeps saying I want to party
And I want to die.
and I want to die. She's obsessed with it. She gets all the things.
No, she gets
She gets everything she wants.
Everything she wants and everything she needs. I keep going back to that song, man.
So yeah, we get trash. She's stripping. She's just butt ass naked,
She's going
dancing around.
nasty.
The guys are freaking out. I love Spider. I don't know
Yeah.
oh, that's Spider right there in the
Yeah.
picture. The tall black guy. He's super fun. He's in. I just
He's
forgot.
great.
He's been in a lot.
He's
of
actually
things.
great.
He's in a few.
He's great.
He really is great. He's one of the like guys that makes it for a while.
Yeah. Not makes it like
Not makes it, but yeah,
not like Summer D, but
Not
Makes the
Summer
movie.
D. The summer D came blowing in from across the sea. So I love this part. So the gas has gotten to the building. The corpse is alive. It's in the build. It's in the. Now we're straight up in a zombie movie.
we're
Best kind.
20 minutes into this movie.
Yep, we are. I don't care. We're gonna go a little long.
Yep.
We hear the pounding in the freezer. They're like, "That's the corpse. It's alive." Frank is like, "I've put this together. It's come alive. Good God, the dogs, the butterflies." And then what's his name? Bert shows up.
Yep.
Bert is like instant alpha Republican asshole. He's like, "I own this fucking place." We're off the radio, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he's
way
like, "I own
off.
this fucking place. I fucking own you. You motherfuckers, get over here on the door. You're gonna open this bitch. You're gonna hold the thing. I'm gonna stand way the fuck back here." But what we don't realize, and this movie's pretty smart about, those two guys are dead.
Yeah.
And the
So
zombie, doesn't pay any
realize.
attention to them.
Yeah.
He runs straight for fucking
Yeah,
Bert.
the only
tackles
live
him
guy in there.
into a pile of bones, which also tells us bones don't reanimate. You have to have some kind of fleshy
Flesh,
brain.
yeah.
There has to be something left in there. The next thing that this movie puts forward, in this first guy, he's kind of saying brains.
Do you think-
He's not saying, you can't quite hear him, but he's going, brain, brain. And they say, "How do you kill these things?" Frank's like, "You fucking shoot him in the brain, shoot him in the brain. That's zombies."
Because that's what the movie
That's
said.
what the movies say. It's a cool scene. He puts
it's great.
He puts a pickaxe right through this fucking thing's
And
head.
it's still alive.
It's still alive. Kicking.
Are you saying the movie lied?
So you say the movie lied to us? And I just fucking loved
Yeah,
it. I
it was
love the
great.
fact that they were like, "Oh, movies told us this." That isn't the case at
Right,
all.
right.
So then, fucking Bert's like, "I know how to fix this motherfucker." I also love a movie.
Hold him down.
I love a
We're gonna-
movie that's just like, "I need a hacksaw." Here's one.
Yes. And you could see the skin moving under. Oh, so
The special
good.
effects are fucking dope in
Yeah.
this movie for the price of the movie.
Yeah.
He cuts
Other
his
than
head.
that suit.
Well, that suit
That
looks
suit's
horrible.
goat ass.
But I'm pretty sure that's a puppet or claymation. They cut him off, and here's the suit that he's talking about. Comes up. It's just a naked guy now with no head. Run around, wrecks havoc in the place.
Which could be bad.
Which could be bad.
Gets that Summer D anywhere.
I hope that corpse didn't die in the summer. He's gonna have a summer
It did
D.
seem to be autumn.
Yes, it did. It's in Louisville. Is our one fan from where? They're from Kentucky. So
They are from Louisville.
Are they from Louisville?
Yeah.
So they would have
From
died.
surrounding Louisville.
They would have died in this.
Or they would, depending on their age, I mean, they've been born.
Yes. They-
Yeah. The R. Let's. Okay. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but they decide to cut up the son of a bitch. They're like, they go. Luckily,
I know
is it
the-
Bert. He looks out the window. He's like, "Hey, Ernie."
spits on the window and has to
That's right.
clear it.
It's like Ernie's over there.
Yeah.
He runs a crematorium.
Yeah. Which is actually a morgue.
Isn't it pretty cool that he's right there next to us?
Which, by the way, he's been in so many movies.
Oh,
The guy
absolutely.
who plays him, he's in all kinds
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
He always plays that weird.
And he's great in this movie.
He was in Weekend at Bernie's.
Was
as
he?
one of the
Yes.
guys that was
Yeah,
supposed to
That's what I had. I didn't
Bernie.
read any of the. Yeah, but he was. He's got a Luger with him. Was he a Nazi? Was he in World War II? We don't know.
Strange to have a Luga.
He seems like it. They go over there. They're like, let's go burn him. It's so. Am I wrong? it's so realistic.
Yeah.
The talk they have, which is like,
Yeah,
hey, we got
that-
some rabid hamsters or whatever the hell it is. He tells them,
Yeah.
like it's all a bunch of lies. Like he just keeps telling, because you don't want to go over there and
Yeah,
say,
the guy's
I've got a
like-
zombie. Cut up. Can you burn it, please?
The guy's like,
He's
that's
like
illegal.
He's like, well,
I
I
don't know.
can't do that. That's cruel. You want to burn him? Hell,
Right.
let me shoot him in the head. And after like 4 lies, it's like, you remember the old Mormon commercial from when we were kids that was, you tell one lie, it leads to another. You tell 2
Yep.
lies, and then no brother.
Yep.
It's that basically. He keeps lying, and then finally he's like, all right, can you keep secrets? We got a problem here. We got this body. They've also got the, he even says, like, you got the split dogs in there. Like, they've got all of these things.
The arm
And
grabs
these-
his fucking leg.
That's right.
Rips his trousers.
To prove, like, it's real, they cut open one, the arm comes out, grabs him, rips his trousers somehow.
Those are great trousers.
They really are. He cuts them off, never comes back later.
Prince-esque trousers. The
Very
purple.
Princess. I bet he could play a better solo than Prince could.
I was leading to that, and you took it, just like
Just
earlier.
like Trump.
Just
I
like
can't help myself.
just like Carrie Fisher. I could bait you like Trump.
I'll never be president. Maybe. What are you gonna say? Something about Stevie Nicks next?
Nah.
I was waiting on that one too.
That was for you, Sam.
Arm grabs him.
Not that you'll ever watch this episode.
She does watch it. She the other day she's like, "How come you haven't been on it forever? You're not doing it anymore?" I was like, "We've had scheduling problems."
Yeah. Welcome here anytime. We love to have you.
We should bring Sam on.
Yeah.
And Lace. And Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. Michelle's upset she didn't get to be on Teen Witch last week. The punks
She's
are not.
probably gonna be glad she
Punks are
wasn't
not
there
partying. They keep saying they want to party. They're not partying. They're just
No,
like
they're
hanging
not
out,
partying.
Yeah.
doing stuff. Now, Trash is just rubbing her vagina all over Suicide's leg.
Yeah.
He's like, "What do you think? This costume's an act?"
It's a way of life.
And he's like, "Have a little respect." And I'm like, "What? What are you, a punk? Punk? Well, you don't have any respect for the dead. If you're a punk, you
Yeah, exactly.
bang that girl.
Right.
She's really like one to go at
Hang
it
her on the altar.
on the
You have
gravestone.
a gorgeous,
Knock the
sexy
gravestone
woman who
over.
Wants to be with you, and
Exactly.
you're nah,
Kick over the gravestone.
Yeah.
And put her down.
my punk looks too important.
I'm gonna get my. He has a chain that goes from
Like
his
a
lip.
chain.
Maybe his summer D is not that impressive.
Well, it is autumn, like you said. He was like, "Why didn't this happen a month ago?" This whole this guy, there he is. This guy's whole thing is like, "You guys don't take me seriously. You don't even."
No, dude, I don't take you seriously.
He's like, "You only call me when you need a car." Turns out his car's a piece of shit. It has a
you
bunch
got money for gas? I don't.
But yeah, Trash is
Easy,
trying.
Carrie Fisher.
And I'm not like, I don't want to sound like a whatever, but Trash is.
You ever needed money for gas? my brother always pays for my gas. Yeah.
You ever want your brother to pay for everything? Just choke on some brother juice you haven't made. Hey George, can you have a scene with his brother juice all over me?
Anyway.
I want to get it in my eye and make a big deal about it.
Oh man,
Okay.
there's got to be a joke with postcards from the edging. Sorry. Now I'm gonna be hated too. I've jumped into this.
Yeah.
Luckily, you're on the clip with all the hate.
Yeah.
Why? I wasn't even
Because you're
there.
on the episode.
Oh, that is right.
Yeah.
We did get into a serious
Yeah.
thing. Where can I find all the hate at on YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
It ended our spree. We were just like skyrocketing.
Yeah.
then
And
Carrie
then it just
Fisher-
dropped.
I stand behind it.
3,500 unsubscribed.
We were like, holy shit, man, we can monetize that. Oh. They burn these fucking body parts.
Yeah.
And, this
Seemed
is-
like a great idea.
It seemed like a great idea.
I'm
This
serious.
is
Like I'm watching that and I'm like, at that point, I will do anything to get rid of these. So yeah, let's burn them.
Right.
Uh huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Unfortunate turn
this
of
is
weather.
the,
It's an unfortunate turn of
yes,
weather.
this is the scene I was talking about. Like for the money, they follow the fumes up. They come up and then they mix with the rain, with the sky, and it turns to rain.
The old Kentucky rain.
I was actually really impressed because within the same shot, they go and do like a like when the Simpsons pan through the
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
and you see through the soil, you see it going down.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like this. Like I've said it many times. Spoilers. I like this movie so much. This movie works. Like they knew how to put it together. Nonetheless,
It was literally a live action Simpsons episode.
Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
It starts raining. This is where they all jump. The punks jump in the car. The roof's leaking. They start talking about the rain.
Roll up the windows. He's like, I
rain
knocked
burns.
him out.
I knocked him out. Yeah, I don't have any windows. I knocked him out. Suicide.
Because I'm punk.
His name's Suicide. I fucking love him. He's got an X shaved in the back of his
I
head.
don't, because
great.
he didn't hook up with the hot lady.
Well,
I mean, that's even more enduring to me.
yeah, that makes it more punk.
Come back over here in the altar. Let me show you my Pierce Johnson.
Pierce
Johnson.
Pierce Morgan, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
So the fumes go everywhere.
Everywhere.
They get into the thing. The corpses start coming up. The punks in the car, they're like, do you hear something? Like, what? I don't know.
Something.
It's great. Now, is this where we see where they go down in the basement and they meet the tar man? I think it is.
That sounds right.
There he is. I don't know how they did this guy.
I don't either, because it's pretty great.
He's,
It's horrifying, terrifying.
It is so freaking impressive.
It
Yeah.
is. It's awesome.
It
Can
really
I ask a
is.
stupid question? Do we know, did like Rick Baker do this or something?
I think Rick Flair did it. Actually.
No, because Rick Baker's super famous for like.
He is. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't. I didn't find that in my research
Okay,
anyway.
but you know what I'm saying? Like that would have made
No,
sense.
it seems like
Rick
it.
Baker's that's
Like or
that
Tom
good.
Savini should have been like Tom Savini is the big. He's
Okay.
him and Rick Baker are like
Okay.
top two. Baker's slightly more technical
Okay.
than him. Savini did like all First Friday the 13th. He did Maniac Cop. I think the original one, which has some gruesome kill scenes.
Okay.
Nonetheless, Savini's the shit. Savini came back from Vietnam and was like, I've seen a bunch of people die.
I know how this works.
So if you want to see,
Let me
if you
show
want
you
me
what
to,
it looks
like
like.
for real though,
Yeah.
that was his thing. Like if you want to do this, I can actually show you what it actually looks like.
Right.
So that was kind of his thing. Savini, he's the guy in. You've seen him in lots of movies.
Are those real spiders and stuff in your poison?
Oh yeah. It's not good poison unless you use real spiders.
True story.
Everything starts coming alive. They attack.
You know it's poison because it says it.
The ambulances show up now. So the guys that got love on the rocks, bitch. The guys that got sprayed with the poison, Freddie and Frankie.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are
They're starting to look bad.
They're starting to look horrible. They're
Real bad.
shaking. They're like
And nobody
white.
seems to notice.
Nobody really seems
They're
to give a
just
shit.
sick. They're
just
sick.
sick. They call an
well, the
ambulance.
paramedics notice.
Yeah, they
There's
call
no
paramedics.
heartbeat.
It's a great scene. He
There's
calls
70 degrees.
calls
This is their
paramedics. He's
temperature.
like, he's gotten into some chemicals or something. I don't know. I can make some calls, but it'll be in the morning. That's what Bert tells me.
right?
Bert's all heart.
Bert, Republican Alpha. They're looking horrible, and I love it. The EMTs are like, "Hey, can I borrow your stethoscope? Because I think mine's broken. He's
I
like,
can't hear
How
shit."
come you don't not get a heartbeat? It's like,
Yeah.
let me. They switch up, and they're like, "Hey, you want to have a little powwow over here in the corner?" They're like, these guys are like dead. It's like
But
you're
they're
70
still
degrees.
here somehow.
Yeah, he's like, you're 70 degrees and you have no pulse. He's like, what do you mean I'm dead? He's like, well, dead people don't talk and stuff, so I think
So
you're
technically, you're not quite dead,
yeah.
but you should be.
And they call the EMTs. They go outside. They're like, we gotta. Well, they don't last long. They go outside. It's cool. They're like, what is that sound? I hear screaming. They turn on the lights and then in front
Oh
of them,
yeah, all the zombies are in front of
army
it.
is up. There's a leash on him.
And the one zombie's like, send more EMTs.
Yes, that's right. He gets out of the thing. So that's the thing about.
forgot
Is
about
this
that.
Yeah.
send more paramedics or whatever he says?
Yeah.
Is this the first movie that introduces that zombies want brains.
Intelligence into zombies.
Yeah,
Because they even explain to you why they want brains, which is awesome.
Yes,
Yeah,
which
to
is
get
great.
rid of the pain.
It's a great.
death.
It really
scene.
is. Like I was like, this movie has more to do with
eases-
zombie
it
lore, I
eases
think,
the
than most
pain.
movies. It eases the pain of being dead. This
Yeah.
lady tells him. At one point, they get a zombie lady. They tie her up on this because the Undertaker. He's like, I want to study these things. He's a
Right.
man of science.
Why would you
Damn
not?
it. He talks to her, and she's like, it hurts to be dead. You want a refill?
No, I'm okay. Did you notice even the shot where there's a little bit of spinal fluid comes out of her?
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, it hurts to be dead. The only thing that makes it feel better
her
are
spinal-
brains,
her-
live
her-
brains.
yeah, her
her
spine's
spinal
moving.
cord is just like
Wagging like a tail.
wagging. There's a bunch of
Lacey had a lot of issues with
liquid underneath it. Because her breasts.
But why?
Is it because her breasts were so saggy?
that. Are you saying my wife has saggy breasts? Is that what you're saying?
I kept thinking the Undertaker was gonna pitch one.
Oh my god. Well, he's been in some weird roles in 80s movies, so it might not have shocked me.
Brains.
that he-
He's like, oh, you want
It was
brains?
one of those roles where
It's
he
like,
he had a job. You know, the Undertaker had to lose.
Well, he's doing a scientific experiment. He's like, do you like brains? How do you like this?
Is that for edit or is that no?
No, that was him smacking her dead titties.
Smack it up,
I think
flip it
if
up,
you're
rub
gonna-
it down. Oh no!
I think if you're
need a
gonna-
body bag.
Oh, awesome.
I need a body bag. Yeah.
Awesome.
I think if you're gonna experiment on a zombie, you need the full body.
Oh, I don't know.
You need the full
I
money.
think she's alive. She might enjoy it. I'm gonna ask permission.
But you're gonna need to go.
So, can the zombies control the urge, or
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because later, Freddy, spoilers, turns into a full-on zombie. His girlfriend's upstairs, and he's like, "There's only one thing that will help me: your delicious brain."
You're delicious. Yeah, when she's up in the attic with dude.
All right, we're good.
This gonna. I couldn't decide if he was gonna shoot her in the head or like that was a weird scene.
Oh yeah. There's a little zombie that shows up when the cops.
Mogwai?
They call yes, Mogwai. They call the cops. There's
Mogwai.
there's angry zombies all in the windows, beating them off. But there's a little zombie outside. You know what I'm talking about?
no? I don't remember the little.
I don't know
zombie.
how it was done.
Yes.
They showed up and it's eating one of the EMTs.
Yeah.
And the guy
it runs.
shoots it.
It's like
And
he
it
died
runs.
in a car
When you
crash
say
or something.
little, how little? Because I didn't pay
No,
it
no,
like
no.
a baby.
No, so it
It
was
looks like
it
a
was,
small person with no legs.
so it was like somebody got killed and they got their legs cut off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so it chases them on
It chases him up the
Okay.
little hill.
Okay.
It's highly impressive. Like I was like, how did they?
it was
do
just
that?
like bones above the knees.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
like
it was creepy.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, it was awesome.
all right.
I almost noted it, but I
So
didn't.
been
this is
checking
when
out that
Freddy
we're doing
finally figures it out. He's finally like, "Uh-oh, I'm dead."
Yep.
Mohawk, Mohawk drives a lady in. They tie up the lady because she breaks in through the window. That's how they get the lady in.
Yeah.
Trash is back. Trash gets attacked by her fantasy comes true.
Her fantasy comes true.
You feel bad for Trash because everywhere she goes, she's nude, and she keeps covering herself up, but her lower parts are just nude.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's gonna get a UTI at best. This is not good for Trash. I hope that silicone cup covered a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it did.
Shout out to Trash.
Shout out to Trash, Scream Queen. We love you, Trash. Now, Trash, we can maybe get on this show.
Yeah. You think?
Leanne Quickly, I believe. Top of my head, I believe that's Trash's name, Leanne Quickly.
Dude, we gotta get somebody on the show.
Yeah,
It's not dead.
Hey,
It's not dead.
we got Doc here.
I'm here.
He's in front of us. We'll talk about it later.
Somebody that's been in films that we've published, that's been published.
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of films that aren't published.
He's probably get it done. Mohawk dies.
He's more of an executive producer than an
That's
actor.
right. Mohawk dies. Trash comes back. She's like got an army behind her.
Yeah, she's ready to kill.
If you see Trash do the interview, she's like, "Oh, the extras just loved being on film.
They love being on her naked
Yes, I was
in the
gonna
film.
Like, she's like, so when they had them attack me, they were just like, just have at it, whatever. She's like,
Yeah.
and the extras were so zealous because they love.
It's like me and Rob at JB's back in the day.
They were like, no, trash. That's not cool. Oh, Jack.
Oh, my bad.
Hey,
I got so excited.
Jack. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to bash your fucking brains in. They make a run for it. There's a great scene where they're like, hey, we're going to make a run for this whole thing where they call the cops. There's more cops show up. There's a helicopter, fucking shit. There are more brains. This guy has a lot to do.
Great.
This guy eats suicide.
Yeah.
He eats suicide's fucking head off.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a great scene.
It's a great scene.
What's her name goes in there. The girl that's like not quite a punk that's hanging out with the punks.
Right.
She falls through the third step. They
Third
set it up.
step. The
It's
dadgum
fucking
third step.
Chekhov's third
I was
step.
gonna say check off smoking gun.
Yep, she breaks right through that step and she's trapped down there with old Tarface. And that is great. He's like fucking. He's smart. He's got like a chain and a pulley hooked up to her. He's like breaking the door.
Yeah, breaking the door in.
That's
She did what she should. She barred the door.
yeah.
But he's like, no.
Tarface is like, I got some brains.
I had a degree in engineering. I'm getting ready to fuck you up.
Yeah, I've got to come along.
He's got to come along. This is when I came along. And Suicide shows up right in time. It's cool. He like pulls back this curtain and there's Tarface. And he says, brains, more brains.
More brains.
But is this, I mean, legit.
It's awesome.
Was that an established thing that zombies wanted brains before this? I don't think it was.
Not that I know of.
I really think this is the movie that told us this. That's like brains is what they're after. Because
in
before
Night
they
of the
just
Living
wanted to
Dead,
eat
they just
people.
wanted to eat people
They just
because they
wanted to, like-
bite your hand,
Yeah,
your
they just
arm,
chew
or
you up.
something.
They weren't like, let me split that skull open and get some delicious.
You may be right.
Brother brain.
By the way,
Give me that brother brain.
Catfish Zombie here.
so I have a question.
Reporting.
You know when they
From Zombie Central.
I'm here on the scene where zombies are taking over. Not seems to be a lot of brother on brother zombies.
Brother and sister zombie.
I seen a sister on brother zombie made me so hot. She was eating his brains.
And by brains, I mean, you know.
And then he turned into another zombie, and then he shot his juice all over his sister.
If you ever had that happen to you, you should.
You ever have your zombie brother shoot his zombie penis juice all over your zombie face? Oh. You should. I mean, Dan Aykroyd's comedy's like watching a zombie. He's never said a goddamn funny thing in his whole fucking life.
when trash comes back in, her brain has not been eaten.
No, Trash has like a vampire face.
Yeah.
She has a weird prosthetic.
She's still hot.
She's still hot.
I think
I
we
started
call
to
that,
say this earlier.
I think we technically call that vampire.
Vampire. That's right. I started to say this earlier, but Trash is fantastic looking. Trash is a beautiful, beautiful lady, and she's comfortable apparently with just being naked. the
Comfortable
entire
in her
time.
zombie skin.
They're talking about making a run for it. Earlier, the mortician, the Undertaker guys, the whole time he's like, "I'll do this favor for you, but you're gonna owe me big time." And then finally, it pays off. He's like, "You know that favor you owe me? Stay alive out there." Something like that.
Yeah, that was great.
Not when I would have called that favorite.
As I watched this movie, I realized how much that the Robert Rodriguez
I thought you were going to go Robert Redford. but
Planet Zombie.
Whatever.
zombie, yeah, whatever that is, Planet Zombie, yeah, how much that borrowed from this movie. The police show up and they kill the cops, and then it's like, send more cops.
Yeah. Send more cops.
The police show up with helicopters now.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're like, everybody's dead. Like, it's going crazy
This
down
is out
there.
of control.
We've officially reached probably 1,000 deaths at this
Yes.
point.
Oh,
It's out of control. Freddie and Frank are almost full zombies. Freddie turns quicker. They lock him in a chapel.
The fact that this medical place, was less than a block from a cemetery, that's a big deal in this movie.
It is. And like I said, it tied together nicely.
And the fact that
the only
it
reason the
happened
punks
to
are there-
thunderstorm at the exact right time.
That's right. Yeah, because the punks are there because Freddy's a punk and he's got a job at this place.
Right.
No, they're just waiting to pick
They're
him
just
up when
waiting
he
to
gets
pick him
off.
up out of
That's
work.
the whole-
It's a very common, like,
Right.
super relatable thing.
In the
Like,
80s.
Freddy's getting off, but they're like, let's show up at sundown and spend 4 hours in a cemetery.
Well, you
Which
know,
also-
what's his name with the chain? Suicide.
Yes,
He was
Suicide.
like, I'm not waiting 3 hours for this guy to get off work.
Yeah,
like,
what is this? This is stupid.
This is the dumbest idea ever, which it is. And
Freddy,
it comes out that Suicide, pretty smart guy.
Suicide had it together because Suicide was actually he was raised by good parents, and Suicide
Had a car.
He had a car. He had the lowdown. Suicide, it really was a costume. Suicide wanted us to think that it was a punk.
He was a
He was a
nerd.
real punk. He was a nerd. It really was a
He was a
costume.
nerd, yeah.
Because otherwise,
Yeah.
I would have taken trash over the side of that. Never mind. Trash would have.
I would have
got what
taken the
you
trash out.
I would have taken the trash out, baby.
Where's that bottle?
Right there on the stove. Yes, trash would have got her wish. Nonetheless, so I think he was. That's why he survived, but then he gets eaten. They make a run for it. They get in the car. They make it to the warehouse business. That's as far as they make it when they
Right.
get in the car. They crash into the car, and that's where the girl is with the guy who said, boy, I never did like you, but hold me tight. She tells him, which I was like, oh no. She hates this guy. He's been trying to make moves on her the entire time. She's been shutting him down, and she tells him finally, like, I don't like you. I never did like you. However, I'm real scared right now, so if you want to hold me, that's fine.
Hold me now.
Hold me now.
I thought like this was gonna be like
Oh,
this sentimental.
Gonna stay with me.
I thought it was gonna be like this sentimental moment.
yeah,
She's
no.
like, oh, I've always had a crush on you or whatever. She's like,
No.
I never
I
liked
never
you.
did like
never
you.
did like you.
That's why I love this movie. They
Never gonna
are
get it, never gonna
subverting.
Yeah, it's not predictable.
No, it's not. There's subvert genres at every turn. The more I watched it, I was like, I think I really like this movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Me too.
So
It just scared the shit out of Rob.
yeah, well, Rob, how are you in this so far in this movie?
So when I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me. This time it was like uncomfortable, but I made it.
What was the most uncomfortable part? Was it the
It's Tarman.
was it Tarman?
Yeah.
Tarman freaks me out because it looks so good.
Yeah, Tarman. I still like looking at him right now. I'm like, I don't know how they
Notice
did
I'm
Tarman.
not.
I don't know how they did him.
Yeah.
Like, is he claymation?
No.
Not claymation. Is he a dummy? Is he? From what I've read, that's a dude.
Some
Yeah.
sort of melted chocolate.
From what I read, that's a guy. Like, that is a guy in an
Yeah.
outfit right there. But he looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks.
And
know
the way
what?
he moves, it's
Yeah.
been copied by everything. But,
Right.
But to see
I
the
bet if we went
original is
back
like,
and looked
holy
through it.
crap.
What was the budget of this movie?
$2 million, I believe.
1.9 million was that.
that.
Yeah. 1.9 million was that.
And the rest went to trash because she earned it.
yeah.
For real, she should have. Yeah, I loved it. Tarman's
just
great.
for the shave she had to go through, and then the
And then
plastic
the silicone
over.
cup, which that's the hard part for me because there's all those guys are standing around. Like that was like a 3-hour thing on set. Was like, now wait a minute, let's shave her. And they're all just sitting around like, oh man, Leanna's getting pussy shaved.
But they're all just like, you think that's passable? And they're all there's like 30 guys
30
staring
guys
at her
staring,
between her
like-
legs.
I can see her vulva.
I don't know, man. I think we need to shave it more.
There's no hair left down there.
around. I can see butthole.
Make sure you get it. Make sure you shave your butthole because that's illegal too. We can't show that.
Listen, you can show butthole,
But be sure
if
to-
there's hair on that
Be
butthole,
sure
people
to
gonna be grossed out.
film. Be sure to film us shaving her butthole.
And now-
Nobody wants to see a hairy butthole, Daryl.
And now
Shave the
everybody-
goddamn butthole.
Everybody in Kentucky
Daryl from
is
The
pissed
Walking
off.
Dead is
That's
who you're referring to. Daryl from The Walking Dead is who you're referring to.
Right. Shave that butthole, wax it, whatever. Can we get some bleach in here? She's one of them pale girls that looks real dark.
Jesus.
Sorry. I always got you.
Sorry. I always go.
It's just, I don't mean to.
He's
It just comes out of my mouth.
He's a habitual line stepper.
I'm like Trump.
You're like a Trump of the conscience. You're like, shit, I'm sorry. I went too far. I know I did.
That's not Trump. You can't say that.
Anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, we're getting towards the end here.
Yes. Freddy's full on. He turns into a zombie. He wants brains. He wants his girlfriend's
Oh,
brains.
yeah. So the girlfriend's locked in there. She's like, I'm staying with him.
She's like, I'm staying with him and Freddy. And Frank.
Frank's
Frank's
and
just
Freddy.
screaming a lot. Freddy...
Just wanted to talk to his wife.
Hey, you just want to talk to his wife, man. You really feel for him.
Yeah.
He takes the
Because his
Hemingway
wife
Highway.
made pot roast. His wife made pot
He
roast.
made a pot roast.
All he wanted to do was eat that freaking pot. He's like,
What
please,
an-
just keep it warm.
What
I'll
an
be home in an
80s
hour.
thing. What an 80s thing to have to say is, hey, baby, keep the pot roast warm for me. I'll be home in an hour.
And in an hour.
And he doesn't.
He
He
ain't
never
coming home.
He never makes it. When a woman would still cook, still would. Merle song. I would play some Merle songs, and I'm conflicted
sorry.
with a lot of Merle's lyrics.
I'm sorry, all the way back to the first time I hit you, sissy.
McDonald's again, God damn it.
She said we live like
She said we live like pigs, sissy.
Never mind. I'll make this longer than.
How have we not done that movie?
We need to get to it after Halloween. Is it a Christmas movie? It counts.
It should be.
Rodeo
Rodeo is year round, baby.
Cops. Freddy wants the brains. She gets out. Freddy's locked
Are you in
there.
on that? If we do,
What's that?
Urban? Oh, hell
Urban
yeah.
Cowboy?
Oh yeah, sweet.
It's not too scary for you, is it?
I don't know, Scott Glenn and that mesh.
Eating the worm.
The stink.
That is a
has to
scary.
be out
That's
him.
a scary scene. We're an hour and 31.
We're
32.
gonna wrap her up here. They
Ah,
make
fuck
a
it.
they
Let's
make a
keep
run
going.
for it. You know how many times I fucking said they make a run for it?
Yeah.
Mega run for it.
Oh, I wrote down Frank burns himself like a fucking man.
Dude, that scene.
Yeah,
He takes
that was
the-
Arnold in
he takes-
Terminator 2. Like, I'm going down.
He
I
takes
gotta
the
take one for
Hemingway
team.
Highway.
That was Reagan, if I've ever seen it. If it
Hemingway Highway all the way.
Reagan?
baby. Reagan, wait.
What the fuck are you talking about? Reagan took the whole country down with him. What are you
that's
talking
what I was
about?
saying. He was like, come with me.
No. Fucking Frank goes down like a fucking man.
That was awesome.
He took the Hemingway Highway. He puts
Yes.
he takes off his wedding ring. He
Yeah,
puts
hangs
on
it
the
on the-
thing. Fucking burns himself like a
Dude.
goddamn man. Even though
Stallion.
Even though he
It's
knows
done.
at this point, I hope he knows that burning a fucking
Is the
zombie
problem.
corpse is
Just-
the problem.
Yeah, that's why I
But
said.
no,
That's
he's a
why I
true
said
American.
Reagan,
That's
dude.
right. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's why I said.
Trickles down. The fucking rain trickles down.
I'm so disappointed in you guys for not
Son
getting
of a
that.
bitch. It took me 3
Oh my
minutes.
god, the whole movie is saying that trickle down economics kills us all.
It's no.
Kills us all.
I did it not.
And he doubled down on trickle down, and
Did
you
it not
guys were
occur
like,
to you?
"No, you're a dumbass for saying that." And I'm like, "No, pretty sure it's."
I thought you were trying to make Reagan a hero.
Did it ever occur to you though that this was a, not climate change, but a environmental?
Yeah.
Because it was basically like there's nothing you can do to stop this.
Right.
If you try to fix it this way,
Well, yeah.
it's gonna
Once you
fuck
start
this way.
once you
if
start
try to do this,
spraying
it's gonna
stuff on
fuck you
Mary
that way.
Jane,
Hey,
That's right.
I'm a well. Never mind.
Trying to
not bad,
kill
dude.
off Mary Jane. This ain't her last dance.
No, no.
Yeah,
Put her
Tom
underwear
Petty.
on or something. You're being very petty, Tom Petty.
Tom.
Let's see. Where were we at here?
who
I don't
knows?
even know.
He just burned himself like a man.
At this point, we're just talking.
He burned himself like a man. They get in the attic to hide. He's like, this is it. Like, we're going to hide in the attic. It's basically, what, the Undertaker,
the Undertaker, the
Bert?
girl,
Bert, and the lady, right? And they're like, let's hide in
and
the attic.
Kane and the Rock.
and the boyfriend.
Wait, no, Bert's
Her
somewhere else.
boyfriend.
Bert and Spider have gone to the warehouse.
Yeah.
And they're with the other kids. So it's just the Undertaker.
We're really only halfway through this movie.
And Freddy is like banging on the door on the attic, and he's saying stuff like, "There's only one thing that can make the pain go away, baby. Eating your delicious brains." He's saying, but yeah, zombies have full sentient, like they can talk to you. They're
In this
they work
movie.
In this movie. What do you think about it? Does it work better
Is it
than
more
other zombie
creepy?
movies?
Yeah. Is it more creepy that they can talk to you?
I
and
think
they-
it's
I think it's more
absolutely.
creepy, yeah.
It's so much more creepy.
Because that
Yeah.
means they're like they know what they're doing.
They
Like,
know what they're doing.
Before it just seemed like they're compelled, like there's nothing.
they're
going
just
on.
dead. Yeah, there's nothing.
They just
happening.
they just need fresh meat.
Yeah, and this is like no.
It could be a horse. It could be a person. It could be a cow.
Yeah, this is like no. I
No.
want brains because it makes the pain go
It
away,
makes the
and
pain
I'm
go
coming
away.
for yours.
I'm dying. I know I'm dying, and it fucking hurts to die. And the only thing that makes it better, I'm addicted to eating your fucking brains. Like that's.
But why?
Yeah.
And the fact that like the
I
lady's
wish
tied up
they-
and she's sentient being, like,
I
Talking
wish
about
they
it
would have went
hurts.
into it more,
it's creepy.
a little bit, like
What's that?
made up a little deeper. Like why does the brain?
Why? Start to take a drink. Yes. Why the brains? Why? What does it
that's the only
How
thing.
does it
Why not the
satiate?
liver?
Right.
the person?
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Why not the liver? Why not the summer D?
Why not the heart?
By
Because
the
the
way,
heart is where the soul
long
is. So
time
if
ago,
if you're losing your soul or whatever,
Just a not
brains
necessarily
are cognition.
not
This is
necessarily
your
a
mind that
reminder,
runs with all- I don't
but
know.
a long time ago, Chef promised me that he was going to give me his summer D when he died. That he wanted his body cut up, and he wanted me to have.
surprised Chef didn't offer you a summer D anytime.
Well, he offered it to me after he dies because he said, and quote,
Love you, Chef.
it's his favorite part of his body, and he wanted me to have it. So I'm honored to have it, Chef. I'll take your summer D, baby. That's that's real. I don't know if it's burnt up or if it's just like a dried, like they claim to have Napoleon.
Summer D
Summer D.
makes me.
Blowing.
I'm so glad that I brought up Summer D. I literally just read an offhand article a couple weeks ago about Summer D.
Summer D. And Chef.
If anybody's going to report to us about Summer D,
It's gonna be
it's gonna
Chef.
be Chef.
It's gonna be Chef. Chef. If anyone knows about Summer D, it's Chef. He's an expert on the D.
Did I take a lot of pictures and measurements just to see in the name of science? Maybe.
Maybe.
That's for my OnlyFans. Ball drops every
And
night,
chefs.
7 p.m. Yes, and chefs.
Chef, I'm sure has.
Oh, man, remember when Neil would come on and just talk
Wanna
about
do
his
ball
ball
drops?
drops?
Trying to make money during the COVID recession. He was
Neil
trying
Van
to-
Tracy or
Neil goddamn Diamond.
Sorry. All right.
Trump's plane, his big plane.
Biggest plane.
plane?
Huge
I have a plane, you know, the
Biggest
Zeppelin plane.
The big plane, his big plane,
His big plane?
is down for poor maintenance.
Poor man. What?
So he rented a plane, right?
Okay.
The smaller plane.
have no idea what
that
plane.
he's flying around on now. The
Okay.
smaller plane.
Oh, okay, okay.
That plane. They changed the tail numbers on it, and they
Does it now look
and
like
they
his
wrapped
daughter's
it,
tail?
and they wrapped it
So
in
you can
Trump
fuck it?
and Trump stuff. The serial numbers on that plane. I'm not bullshitting you.
Okay. Even Rufus didn't like this.
Whose plane might be the most questionable plane? In the world?
Epstein's. For the Epstein Island.
I'm going to say
No?
Freddie Mercury.
Diddy.
Did he?
No, you were.
Epstein's the one.
Epstein?
It's Epstein's.
Hitler.
It's Epstein's old jet. It's Epstein's old jet.
Oh.
That that a
It's
dude.
just my foot. It's okay.
I'm not one to rip.
so
this
it's
out.
Epstein's old
I
jet.
don't have any hang-ups.
that a guy bought in an auction and rented to Trump to fly around on. So Trump is literally, in this theory,
And Epstein's
flying
fine?
around on Epstein's old jet.
I bet he's just
Right now.
I bet he's a seat sniffer.
If it was
Because
at
they
home,
changed the tail number, but the serial number
Yeah.
is the same.
You think he's a seat sniffer? I know he is.
Well, there's that whole guy that
My old friend Epstein, he smelled great, even his butthole.
even his butthole.
After sweating, sitting in a seat for 3 hours. I like to put my face in it. Have you seen the person that's just
Yes.
posting Trump videos that
Yes.
he's got a golf hair? black lipstick and piercings, and it's just Trump doing speeches, but it's him as a, as a golf
I thought you were
girl.
talking about the guy that is interviewing all the people. That he's a sniffer. He's
an
an alpha sniffer.
Oh no!
So he sniffs anyone he interviews that is an alpha. When that person leaves, he sniffs their seat. Literally, it's on camera.
I was just making this up.
But
'cause
it's
I thought-
all
I
like
thought
Republican
seat sniffing was
alphas,
funny.
and he sniffs their seat.
I was really hoping
when they get up.
I was really hoping seat sniffing was going to be a next Summer D.
Somebody makes me feel.
I can't beat Summer D. can't write this stuff.
Are
Yeah,
we
you can.
blowing up Louisville yet?
We have not blown up. Oh my god! I spit bourbon all over your microphone.
It's perfect.
Oh Jesus Christ! It mixed with the dog
Oh
spit.
jeez.
Oh Jesus! As that guy used to say. He's forbidden. They make a fucking run for it.
How do we come back to that? How do we come back to that?
It's like it's something that happens over and over in the movie. Somebody
And in real
makes
life,
a run
like-
for it.
But how do we go from?
I can't tell you. Had my head buried for the listeners. This is the part where Koppel needs to start reading my notes because I've had too many drugs.
Read them, Dave.
You can't read
You're
my
past this
You
page.
can scratch
You
it.
finished this already. You're on the next page.
I got readers. Hang on.
Eat your brain.
Eat your brains. Yep.
You're right, Rob. Thank you.
I was gonna say you finished it.
Okay, the original brain zombie
Yep.
gets his head knocked off.
Yep.
They call the cops again. And here comes Trash. Trash comes with her friends.
These are helping so much.
Fucks. You look like a fucking. You should be talking about the next draft of the of the sporting ball. Are you a sporting ball commentator? They call the cops. They make a run for it. They call, finally, fucking finally, they're
Somebody
like-
calls the
they
military.
call the goddamn military,
Hey,
Been done
Christ, dude.
20 years ago.
which is too late.
Oh my god!
You knew what was going to
And that
happen.
guy's like, oh yeah.
This fucking movie.
And what happened then? Yep. Nope. Okay. That didn't work.
It's so
what happened
fucking
then?
weird. Why didn't they have the other side of this conversation? It was just him. What happened? Yeah. What happened? What did they do?
Oh, that didn't work. Okay.
no.
What happened then?
What did you do? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Obviously,
You really screwed, huh?
does not pay attention to what he says because.
Let's just nuke the whole
Let's nuke
freaking.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Did you know it was coming? What did you think when this happened? Were you like, I saw this coming, they were going to nuke the place? Or were you like, holy shit, they're going to nuke them?
So I mean,
I'm going to say right now, had I known this was coming,
Sure. You would have jerked off beforehand.
I would have said, Wiley, Ambo, get the hell out of Louisville. The nukes are coming. I would have given you guys a heads up.
That's right. They famously suggested Hawk the Slayer, one of our greatest episodes.
Yeah.
Boy, what a blast it was. Have you listened to Hawk the Slayer?
A couple of my friends from the game I used to play.
okay.
They
The
suggest-
Michael Douglas game.
Yeah. They suggested Hawk the Slayer, which was a great movie.
Okay.
Really was a good time. Great episode.
But they live just outside of Louisville.
Oh, they'd have been affected.
Yes, that's why I would have given them the heads up. I would have been
Absolutely.
like, "Get the hell out of
Absolutely.
Louisville."
Yeah.
There's too many
Absolutely.
cool things in Louisville I'd want to protect.
there-
So we gotta.
Absolutely. Great
Yeah.
place. But yeah, they dropped.
Louisville's a great place.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a
the,
UK fan in the place, which is my favorite part of it.
Oh, wait, that's Paducah. Never mind. I'm just fucking.
How do you confuse Dookie and Lowell?
I just wanted to be an asshole. There's a great, literally world famous tattooer that I have a tattoo from there that I've
In
gone to
Louisville
see.
or Paducah?
In Louisville. All right, I have original brain zombie gets his head knocked off. They call the
That
cops.
was great. That was
Yeah,
great.
it's great. Tar Man, there he is. I have
Yeah.
to get him off. Gets his head knocked off.
Baseball bat.
I don't know how it works.
Louisville Slugger.
Really was well done.
Louisville Slugger. Yeah, it had to have been.
Here comes Trash and the rest of the zombies. They're trying to break in. It's all over. They call the army. It's a strange scene. I said it's all one-sided. It's just the captain being like, okay. His wife's in the background like, oh, finally, Herbert.
Right.
Now you'll maybe not be such an asshole.
Right.
Maybe we can have a decent relationship.
Maybe you'll like my lamb chops.
Yeah, maybe
22 years
maybe
later,
you'll call
we
me
can finally
before you eat lunch, you fucking asshole. Let me know that you've eaten a fucking lamb chop for lunch. Really?
Right. Who has lamb
Who
chops
the
for lunch?
fuck's eating a
Highfalutin.
lamb chop?
Who has lamb chops for lunch?
For fucking lunch? I am lucky if I have a spoonful of fucking peanut butter for lunch, you piece of shit. You're eating a fucking lamb chop?
Well, that's
Fucking
We're getting into
Bidenomics.
marital stuff here.
No, we're talking about Bidenomics. What we're talking about.
Thanks, Biden.
Cost too much for me to afford a fucking lamb chop.
Can't afford bologna. Have to have peanut butter.
You know that I'm
Fuck you, Biden.
Bologna was cheaper before Biden.
fucking. I could eat fucking bean bologna.
now
I ate
instead of
3
having that-
slices of bologna. Now I'm down to 1.
Now instead of having that fried bologna after fried peanut butter, you son of a bitch, Biden.
I eat fucking peanut butter for every fucking meal. There ain't no fucking vegetarian options left, Biden. You
Fuck
fucking
you,
asshole.
Biden. I can't even afford fucking grass. My fucking yard is dead because I can't afford to keep it alive because I'm a vegetarian and I eat grass.
My fucking tomatoes died because the fucking summer fucking floods, Biden. Thanks a lot.
Fuck you, Biden.
They don't need this much fucking water, Biden. Tomatoes need fucking heat, not water.
When I was
Goddamn flooding son of a bitch.
When I was in office, we had the greatest droughts. We had the greatest.
I know
we had the
tomatoes.
greatest tomatoes.
Tomatoes don't need floods. They need
Let me tell you
dry.
something else. The Haitian immigrants are coming in, stealing your water. Haitian immigrants eating your tomatoes.
Even though they're legal,
And-
they're
and-
not legal.
And the business
picking-
owners are the ones who bring them in, but we never bring that
They
up.
claim you don't notice because they're eating your cherry tomatoes, but they're still tomatoes.
And when I get in, I'm gonna have semblances of plans. to
You're
fix
gonna have all the
everything.
cherry tomatoes, even though they're gonna go rotten. Hey, true
So that
story.
was the return of
should
the
we
dad.
Should we bring it back?
Uh-oh.
For real, this is a thing I used to do for many
Pharrell,
years.
I never liked his music.
Pharrell?
Pharrell?
I heard he's in there with Diddy.
Yeah.
And baby oil.
Diddy Kai.
Jesus Christ. Don't put baby oil on titties.
Do you think Nathan's gonna
Nobody
be?
puts baby oil on
Do you think
titties.
Nathan's gonna be wrapped in this with Diddy Kai? Oh my God!
Kai,
we
nobody
have just
puts baby
unraveled
titties.
a whole new level to this.
What was I talking about?
Diddy Kai?
I don't know. We were talking about tomatoes, Diddy Kai.
Oh, I used to have this. This was a
my
thing.
What do you want to bring back?
I'm talking about maybe 15 years ago. I lived in.
Nathan worship Diddy.
They did. They love baby oil.
Oh my God!
I'm going to go play for Bubba's 2, by the way. I'm going to call it Bubba's 2 and go play there because of Bubba's 2.
You're not gonna call it Bubba's Stew. It's called Bubba's Stew.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because what the owner said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally going to call him and be like, whatever you want to pay me.
What I don't know what you're talking about.
He was pro.
He came out and
He was like,
basically
"Screw
said,
Trump."
he basically said, I wish that sniper would have.
Yeah.
And people were like, F you.
Yeah.
Bubba's 2, we're not
People
coming
went
to see you
nuts.
anymore. I'm literally like, I'm writing him. I will
Right.
play for you.
I'll play for you. I'll play a year for you for free.
So are people not going to Bubba's now?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, of course they are. It's the only place to drink in
Bubba's 2,
Nathan.
yeah, they have no option.
What are you gonna do?
What was I talking about?
You want to bring something back.
What was I bringing back?
I don't
Diddy.
know.
I think you want to bring Diddy
No,
back.
it wasn't Diddy.
I'm bringing Diddy back.
God damn it.
We were talking about the end of the movie.
They-
You hated the husband for being an a-hole.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't-
you were going to bring something back. I can't remember.
I don't remember
I
now.
feel
We've
like-
blown up Louisville. It's over.
I feel like you haven't
Which only
done
brings more rain.
as many chemicals as you used to. You're off your game.
I am. I needed that stuff from our last guest.
Yes. You needed
If you
this.
haven't watched the episode where I take some substance from a guest,
And I have to like offer to take the notes from Joe.
Wait, is this like? I'll listen to this on the way home.
I think it's
It's
I think it's Hawk the Slayer.
it is Hawk the Slayer.
okay. Hawk the Slayer.
Where are we having it here? They call the army. Of course, the army's like, okay.
Yeah,
They
we're
sent-
coming to destroy. That's what
They
we
send
did.
out a nuclear missile.
From a tank.
Why isn't Kyle here? He's in fucking Chicago. He fucking flew to.
You-
Hey, intern Kyle.
You're fired.
You fucking
as Trump would say.
You flew to Chicago to have some big business meeting about weed?
In some Democrat town.
Chicago intern Kyle,
Illinois.
by the way, is
Chicago,
like a
Illinois.
big wig in the weed industry.
Oh, okay.
Which helps us, but nonetheless, intern Kyle's not here because he's in fucking Chicago with Pritzker.
So we had back-to-back episodes with Kyle as our intern.
He's coming back.
Looking
by the
up
way.
stuff.
Kyle literally is.
How is he getting a signal in here?
He
He taps
He was
in.
on your
He
Wi-Fi.
knows the fucking
taps into
password.
Starlink, baby.
He knows Elon's fucking weakness.
Yeah.
Reality.
Kyle's a freaking nuclear engineer.
He's a
Anti-slave
nuclear
laws in
engineer.
Africa.
Like
Literally.
literally,
A
no,
nuclear engineer.
He's got like a fucking. He's got, I don't know what kind of degrees Kyle has now, but they're up there. And we literally call him intern Kyle.
He's got at least an associate's.
An arch, yeah. No, he's like literally a fucking nuclear engineer.
Yeah, if you watch our last two episodes, like Kyle chips in.
He wants to be.
He's off
by the
camera.
way, for listeners and fans, Kyle literally he does want to be like part of the show on the Norm. Because this is a weekday recording, he couldn't make it because he was literally flying to
This
Chicago.
is a Tuesday.
job.
This
He
is a
works for,
Tuesday.
Is this a
It's
Tuesday?
what day is this?
I'm not gonna lie. He works for Thrive, and I love Thrive.
Yeah?
Thrive.
Weed.
It's weed. Thrive. He works for Thrive. Like Kyle is like making
Our last two guests.
work for
Our
Thrive.
intern and
Jake. Yeah, I was a guest for episode or two. No, was it just for one? Just for one. Both were Thrive employees.
Yep.
Jake is like
yeah, he's a
up
brain
there.
trust.
I don't want to say that he gave me some stuff that
He gave you some stuff that
experimental
made me
stuff.
have to take your notes away at one point.
But let's just say I was much like Tarman from Living.
yeah, he
I
was just like brains.
I was just like movies.
brains. Words.
They called it fucking army.
He came and went.
Yeah, you even get to hear the.
Jake was like, you just literally need like 2 mouse turds.
Yes. So he gave me some stuff that's like straight from the. I shouldn't probably be saying this. He gave me some straight stuff that's like straight from the factory. Like I get this.
I would edit that
I
out.
It's from the
I
blank
don't want him to
factory.
get in trouble.
He's like, you just need literally like 2 mouse turds.
He's like 2 little mouse poops worth.
Yeah.
Is what you need.
and we're sitting there right before recording. He's like, it's like a caterpillar.
and you ate
And
it.
he's
And I
like,
took it all.
whatever.
And about like
What did Jake call you on this?
No,
Oh,
this was after he was gone.
Oh,
And about 12 minutes into the show, you can
Yeah.
like literally see me being like, it's
He's like, where are we at? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Where are you?
how long did this last?
Oh, the whole episode.
No, I mean like hours afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Were you still
That
lost?
was the whole episode for sure.
I was tired all day. I was ready to take a nap.
We're an hour and 55 minutes into this episode.
Jesus Christ, this is gonna suck to edit. They bomb the
Don't
fucking
edit
place.
any of it.
They
they take it down.
like
Well,
cutting.
there's a couple.
They nuke it.
They nuke it. Everybody,
nuke Louisville.
They freeze frame
From a tank.
which I appreciated. The like 70s style. Like
You don't
Everybody
shoot
freezes.
nukes from a tank.
you don't think so? You don't think there's a tank
There's
on a
secret
rail-
technology that
on
you
a
don't know
railroad
about.
track? You know, there's a
Right.
tank on a railroad track. And wouldn't that move the tank on the railroad track? Just my
No.
physics. Just some physics coming into play.
You and your fancy physics.
That's it. They
You
blow
start
up the
talking about
place.
physics.
It makes more rain come.
It makes
And yes, more rain comes. They say on the radio.
all the physics.
The president's coming
talks
here.
about. It makes me
That
think
is
about
right.
Frakes.
Are you thinking about Dr. Tyson?
All the physics make me think of Frakes. Dr. Franks.
Dr. Frakes. They say the president's coming. Like, oh, wouldn't it be a bad deal? They
Have
say
you guys seen me in glasses? I look.
I might as well throw these away.
Continue.
I just
I
like
don't know.
that it's all like the whole world's getting ready to become zombified.
I was gonna say, do you like the?
I feel like Zombified is.
you like the
not
bleak
technical
ending
jargon.
though.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
this. It's like
I love
this is like the worst version possible.
I
'cause
love
that's
the
gonna be on
fact that
steroids.
it's a comedy. It's really funny, and the fact that they end so bleakly made me so happy.
There's nothing better than,
Nobody gets
than
away.
a comedy ending bleakly.
I mean, I guess I'm a weirdo.
I love
I'm
it.
the fucking weirdo.
Do you think there's any chance that it will spread and kill the teen witch?
Do you think there's
people?
any chance that there'll be another one of these
I want
think
teen-
the brother-
I want the teen witch.
Here's
people
the
dead.
here's the weird
with
thing.
brother juice in it?
There's a plague that happens that
I
makes
swear to God,
everybody
you
want
just
the
tease it
brother
up, you
juice.
can't say no.
I can tempt him into anything at any time. With,
Zombies
with two
coming.
different terms, brother juice or
Carrie Fisher.
Oh no, it's all too true. I would lose the debate. We already talked about Penguin, didn't we? I wanted to
Yes.
talk about. There was some other TV show that I wanted to talk about before we got out of here.
Fantasy Island.
Yes, that's right. Damn it, I can't remember what it is now. I'll remember tomorrow and be really upset I didn't bring it up on the show.
I'm on vacation tomorrow, so if you want to shoot tomorrow, we can do it.
Maybe Thursday.
We can do the burning.
I got some
tomorrow.
responsibilities. I might, honest to God, if you want to shoot one after this, I probably would.
You know what? I have the notes for burning right
I
here.
have to get to car. I'm sitting here going, oh, Jesus, this went longer than I thought.
Right here.
Hey, we're almost at 2 hours.
I know, that's what I'm saying. This episode.
It's the longest episode ever.
All right, we're gonna get out of here.
Here's the burning.
They blow up the fucking
Right.
place. Oh man, I didn't finish the burning, but I know I,
I
have.
did. I
In the-
can leave it.
In the past, I've watched it, so we could do a commentary.
I'm burning, I'm burning for
Trauma's
you.
War. I love at the end of the movie they have a recap of the movie.
Yes.
I thought that was
Yes.
interesting.
Wasn't that
They should
fun?
have done a better
Yes.
recap of showing
It was
our
great.
girl off, but
They should have had trash. Just the entire recap.
it should have just been trash.
Just butt
the whole
naked.
time.
Just butt naked, showing
Just
her
vagina
butthole
right
and
in the
everything.
camera.
Man, if
Talking.
Rob, what did, you said you watched this at 10 years old.
10
What was
years
your
old.
reaction to trash?
Oh God, I thought that was like one of the hottest. Like I was like, holy.
Because let's be honest, she's got a little bit of, you know how I feel about the lady who played not only
Tramp.
Ghostbusters Zool,
Oh, yeah.
but also Superman 2. She played Zod, General Zod
Okay.
number 2. And that was her. Those two roles and Maggie O'Connell were like
Yeah.
the ideal female to me.
Right.
Trash is pretty freaking cool. She's like along those lines.
So
Right.
are
She's
you
got
a,
the punk hair. She's got a.
You like
just
the
a
short
tight
hair?
little body. I guess so. I
Yeah.
don't know. Zool and Maggie O'Connell and
Yeah.
the other one all have the short hair.
Short, dark hair.
You like the
Short, dark hair.
short,
very
dark,
eyes.
spiky hair?
spiky, very kind of domineering hair.
Dark eyes. You know who had kind of short, spiky hair and dark eyes?
Who's that?
Carrie Fisher.
Never.
She totally did.
Never. Maybe. That's why I'm obsessed with her. But that's
Not
it.
on camera, of course, but
No,
backstage.
in real life.
The moose was
When
flowing.
when she was a script doctor, you couldn't stop that moose.
Script doctor.
Really though, we broke down what movies she wrote, what movies she script doctored on,
Yeah.
and
Some of them were good.
there was a few that were like, okay, I get it, but there was no like, because
Play it.
I kept
Play it for Rob. So
like-
he,
I gotta get going. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're killing me.
did this movie tie the room together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I love this movie.
I'm gonna go meta. Trash tied the movie together that ties the room together.
I get
for
it.
me.
I get it. I don't want to be a young like pervert like I would have been when I watched this if I was like 17.
Oh, it's
But
wrong
trash-
in every but Jesus.
Trash is like, Jesus Christ, can you dance some more for me?
Yeah, can we do the outtakes of that? Like, is there a DVD?
this is
version?
officially the longest. The longest.
It really is. We better quit before the power goes out from a storm. That's what happened last time
Yeah.
too. So we had a
It
long
is-
episode.
it-
You guys
It's a
have heard
little-
the
it's a
longest
little
day?
rainy today.
It's this fucking episode.
Oh, I'd be so upset.
This is the longest other than Beastmaster.
It's true. Yeah, I say absolutely. It ties the fucking
Yeah.
house together. I love this
It's got so
movie.
much good stuff
I
going on
love
in
the
it.
fact that it's meta. I love the fact that it's talking about the other zombie movies. It makes its own new rules and demonstrates them. I love
New
the
rule,
fact.
Bill Maher.
New rule, Bill Maher. You won't lick my butthole.
You just brother stuff.
New rule, Bill Maher. Don't bring up trans people and act like you're superior, you piece of shit. I fucking love this movie. I'm thinking about buying this. I don't own this movie.
Thou shalt not do butt stuff, Bill Maher.
Don't touch my butt, Bill Maher. We're gonna crash in the car, and you're gonna help me out, and you're gonna finger me, and I'm gonna love it. But don't touch my fucking butt.
Lisa Simpson.
Oh my God! Finger bang me inside the restaurant, Lisa Simpson style.
I have no idea what's going on, and I feel kind of thankful that I don't.
What, and what movie is that?
I'm Lisa Simpson. Bang me with your
What
fingers.
movie is that?
Bill Maher, Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive. Lisa Simpson's in it.
Episode
Oh,
one.
that is right.
Episode one of
3, actually. Is the first
She
one
was
on
also in the
YouTube.
movie. Do you
Oh, I
remember,
got yes,
first
yes,
one
you're
on
right.
YouTube.
You're
Do
right.
you remember the movie The Legend of Billie Jean? She's in that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she's in that one too.
As you told me, Rob. Eat the mic.
Eat that motherfucker.
Hey,
Eat it.
you like the movie? You don't like horror?
I don't like horror, and it was a bit much, but I enjoyed it.
Oh man, it kicked me off. We've been on so long. The TV was like, wait, I can't.
I'm
do
done
this
with
anymore.
you. I'm done.
I loved it. I loved it.
I love this movie. I'm up for it. Will you come back for any Halloween movies? Or are you done for the Halloween and want to come back for Christmas?
Are we getting too scary?
It depends on what the movies are.
Because next series will be probably some like Thanksgiving-esque movies, and
You know
then
what we
we'll move
should-
into Christmas.
We should do some Hallmark movies
I'm all for Halloween.
for the Halloween.
Are they
Or
all
for,
going to get
for like the
more
holidays?
horror-y?
I said by the end, I want to.
I'm not doing that.
I want to do like I do want to do Terrifier 2. I think
Yeah,
for the last
fuck
movie.
no. Fuck no.
So we should bring
Would you
Rob
try
in.
it?
No.
We should bring Rob in for some just holiday
Okay,
movies.
how up? Yeah, for holiday movies.
Like Hallmark movies.
yeah, there's a few Hallmark movies I know I fucking own. What the
We should
goddamn-
do the Angel movie
There's one.
for Halloween or for Christmas.
Oh,
for
the Little Angel?
Yes, the little.
You'll
Angel.
have to watch it here because I don't think it's available anywhere.
Like
in
for
the world.
Christmas, can we do Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Punish.
How do you like that movie? That movie's
Because it was
terrifying.
so funny.
Is that the one with?
stupid, over the
Is that
top.
the one with Trash Day?
There's so many.
Trash Day.
I don't remember.
There's
It's
so many
garbage
boobs in
Day.
that. She gets hung up on the rack, on the deer antlers,
on
and
the antlers. Yeah. By the way, if you love Shudder, watch. Watch.
What a
watch
crybaby.
Joe Bob Briggs. They recreate the
Mr.
antlers.
Briggs?
Joe Bob Briggs. If you please watch Shudder. Some of the movies we're going to do is on Shudder. If you have AMC, you have Shudder. They do that movie, and then Darcy recreates the antlers for her boobs.
We should
If
do,
you're not watching Joe Bob Briggs, please watch Joe Bob Briggs.
Very Bad Things. We should do Very Bad
Oh, that's good.
Things.
Yeah.
That's a
All right, we
great-
need to let
Please
Rob out of
control
here.
Your conditioned response.
Well,
We
it has,
love this movie.
My favorite porn star.
It tied the room together.
Asia.
Kobe
And,
Ty.
Kobe Ty.
We'll
That's
see you
right.
next time. Hopefully, Rob will come back for some Christmas movies, if not Halloween movies.
We'll see
Thanks,
Rob in
everybody.
3 months whenever
see-
things get less scary.
Yes, after the election.
When I'm in a gulag if he wins.